And the snows fall and the white winds blow. The lone wolf dies, but the pack survives.
Yes, we are back with Wolfpack Wednesdays, and we are better than ever. We had a week off, and I don't know about you guys, but I was itching to get back. How are we doing, DLO and Brick Artemis? Happy Wednesday.
Feeling energized, boys.
Let's do it.
Worked on the pythons a little bit while we were in a little vacay.
I did 10 push-ups just before the show.
10 push-ups is great.
Always do 10 two sweets in between sets. What's up, boys? Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's good to be back. Although I will
Good to
say,
be back.
I didn't want to come back. I wanted to stay in bourbon land and enjoy the sweet nectar in those bourbon barrels. But you know what? Got to come back. Got to get back to it. Happy to be back. Looking forward to talking figures. I know a lot of stuff happened while I was gone. And I don't know about you guys, if you were kind of itching to talk about it and you're just like, damn, like, where's our platform, you know, that we share, that we can talk about this stuff. So we're back tonight. We're going to be talking about some of that stuff. I don't know if anybody realized, but there was a show on last night too. Ahsoka, Star Wars. So we're going to talk.
Never heard of it.
Talk about that, our thoughts. Brick might be having a figure incoming regarding Ahsoka. Not to spoil
Maybe.
So we're gonna talk about that too.
You know?
But so yeah, I've been gone. Really quickly before we talk to the chat, I want to start with you guys and A, see how you're doing, but B, what was your highlight or low light of last week 6 scale regarding 6 scale stuff? Anything that was announced, release, the pre-orders? I know that was a big deal. Deal, I want to start with you. What was your highlight or low light of the week that I missed that I wasn't here for? What happened?
There's no low lights when you're a Hot Toys collector. There's always a banger around the corner. You just don't know when. But this is my I told you so moment. If anybody wants to go back a couple episodes, we had a guest on. His name was Big Breda, and they were teasing a very unique figure. And would you call him a vehicle? Would you call it an animal? The Dewback. Someone told me it would never happen. Right. And here we are, 4 or 5 weeks later? And we got a Dewback announcement, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Dewback. Let's go.
So I know if Mike's in here, I haven't seen the chat yet, but if Mike Litteris is in here, he's getting what, like 3, 4, 5? It was like multiple that he was getting. Dilo, how many are you getting?
Man, put me down for 1, maybe 2. Maybe 2, but put me down for 1.
Sounds good. Brick, my friend Brick. I know you had a rough go at a couple of, one thing last week, but what was your memorable highlight or low light of last week? What happened?
Ooh, man, last week. I mean,
it's so long.
I'll say the Dewback. I mean, I don't want to say what Dilo said, so I will go with the low moment and talk about these Artisan figures. What a joke.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on. Pausing
so it's safe to say you were unsuccessful.
It is safe to say I was unsuccessful, then successful, then unsuccessful. Yes.
Big whirlwind of feelings, of emotions, probably. Yes. But you're still here, and that's what's important.
And I got my Garfield, so that's all that matters.
Big.
Look at that.
Was that your most anticipated figure coming into this hobby?
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely this year.
All downhill from here then.
This year. Yeah. I don't think it's my best figure that I have, but it's definitely because I was a huge fan of Garfield and just getting one. You know, I love Spider-Man, so yeah. I mean, getting him is pretty sick.
That's a big deal. I'll drink to that, and I'm just gonna pour myself a glass. Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
drink to anything tonight.
so I was texting these guys on Friday, right? It was Friday when Anakin was coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm literally on vacation. We're out and about, and I'm like, if I'm sitting down at that time, I'll try and get the Anakin. If I miss on it, it's not the end of the world. I'm not as big of an Anakin fan as some people out there. But we sat down for lunch. I hopped on about 10 minutes early. I don't know if I remember correctly, if it said there was a lot of people in front of me or if it just said, wait here. I think it was just wait here. They didn't give you a number until it went live. But I mean, all this is going on. I got my family around me. We're eating and stuff like that. I'm surprised I wasn't getting yelled at for being on my phone. And it goes live and it's paused. And already I'm like, well, what's going on? I'm refreshing. And I don't know if that's good or bad if I'm refreshing. And then all of a sudden it says like 2,500 people ahead of me, whatever. Okay, this sucks. I wait it out. I get on the site. I navigate to Anakin, click on him, and it takes me right back out. And it says there's 5,200 people waiting before you. It's about an hour of a wait.
Wow.
And I was pissed. And I know Brick was too. And I was pissed not because I really wanted Anakin. And I hate when people do this and they complain about how Sideshow works. But I felt like the previous ones went smooth. And this one was just a complete shit show. And they reshuffled it and it was random or whatever the case may be. They paused it and then I don't know what happened, but I don't think it was very smooth, at least on my end.
You know what pissed me off the most? Is when you're waiting for the countdown for it to start. It said, this is where the fun begins. That shit was not fun.
And then the Joker too, like for people that didn't get the Joker, they send like this thing, why so serious? And
yeah.
You can get the sculpted version now. But
great troll job.
Yeah, so I was a little upset about that, and I know Brick was too, and it was just because like if it's random, people that come in late, there was a bunch of people that were just doing it for the hell of it, and they're like, well, if I don't even know what I'm gonna do if I get it, and they got it. And I think for the people that really want it, just kind of sucks a little bit. But
why RSVP if you're not gonna be able to get one? Why have that? Just say coming at this time.
Yeah. Like if you're not at least at the front of the line type of thing.
Sure. But just don't even have a RSVP button or option, a few days earlier or a week earlier, whatever it was. And then like, what's the point of that? So that you can pre-order it when it pops up? That's dumb.
Truthfully, there's no perfect way to do that. I mean, like before I did the hobby, I was a big sneakerhead. And there's that's if you go on the sneaker.com website and stuff like that, there's people who have bots. There's all kinds of ways to make sure you don't get the fresh pair of Jordans and all that stuff like that. So, I mean, that still hasn't been solved. So, I mean, if Sideshow is dabbling on a lottery system like they did with this year, I mean, it's a miracle the website didn't shut down. I think to them that was a success. But for us, whoever doesn't get it, yeah, it sucks. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it could have went worse. Just saying.
Yeah, it could have went worse. And what I do like about it is the fact that not everybody's going to have this, and it goes fast, and the people that do get it might hold on to it with special care or enjoyment, and we're not all going to have the same stuff in all our collections if they keep doing these limited numbers, which is kind of cool, and it creates kind of maybe a little bit of animosity, but at the same time also leads to more hunting and stuff like that, which was a lot of fun when I first entered this hobby. So we'll see, but just a little bit of a speed bump there, but yeah, not all bad. Let's check in with you guys in the chat, see what's going on with you. I missed you all very much. Evil Sneaker in the house says first. I don't get it. I'm just kidding. I do. As I said back, what a sweetheart. We got William Cote in the house. He says, Loth Wolf Wednesday. Rebels reference. Rob, do you understand that? Or have you not gotten to that part yet?
I don't know. I
haven't got to that episode yet, actually. So get back to me.
I might have missed it.
You know where the rebels are?
I know they always have a wolf and stuff, like the painting that we see in the Ahsoka show. There's a wolf. I'm sure there's wolf stuff that happens. Not there yet.
All right. We got Maxim. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night to you, sir. Tider FL. Always good to have you back. We are back. We are back, everybody. Yeah. Hey, I think we were only a minute or two late, so I think we were okay. We're all right, but it's good to have you, Willem. I like the spice. I like it. Keep this chat going. We definitely depend on you guys in the chat. Again, if there's anything you guys want to talk about tonight, it's all fair game because we're just kind of coming back. We are going loosey-goosey tonight. We're just hanging out like we do every week, but it might be a little bit more laid back. We got Doc Bat. Always good to have you here. Frank in the house. What is going on, Frank? DLO with the strongest Hot Toys IP line on his head tonight. Good on you, bro. And that's a little trolling from Evil Sneaker right there. Always trying to poke the bear. Action in the box. Hello, fellow collectors. We got Cylon. Missed the Wolfpack last week. Glad to see you guys back this week. A lot to talk about. Hey, I appreciate that. It definitely missed you guys too. Definitely, it was nice getting away, but definitely felt that void of not just being in the hobby or in the community. Chris Santos, always good to see you here each and every week. Doing really good today. Looking forward to talking figures. I can't find Mike. Not reading that whole thing. You almost got me there. You almost got me. Mr. Mom's Collectibles, what's going on? Hello. He actually just did his review on the Artisan Wonder Woman. So congrats to you for getting that, sir. It's a pretty good find, and job well done on that video. Hot Toys Nightmare. Hey, everyone. Speeders are arriving. Christian Cooper in the house. Hopefully Action in the Box is cheering up with me here. Got AZ Figs. Hello, hello.
What's up?
Titer says they should have done a lottery. They send you an email that you have 24 hours to order. Interesting. What do you think of that, boys?
It was doomed to fail anyways. Even or not.
I think people would have been mad.
I think I'm the only one here tonight, and including the chat, who didn't even try. Just because, like, I don't want no part of this.
You would have if you had a different circumstance. I think you would have tried.
I was working during Anakin. Anakin was the only one I was interested in. But what I did was I played around with the Joker one, kind of as a test run to see how much of a shit show this was going to be, and like I was there, crack of freaking dawn, did what I was supposed to do. I should have been like maybe third or fourth on the line. I didn't get shit. I didn't get nothing. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play tomorrow because I know there's no chance in hell I'm going to get it. So I just left. I was like, screw it. But
they should definitely have timestamps. That's all I'll say. If you've been there waiting, there should be timestamps of when you came in, and it should not be reshown.
I mean, what is it, Rob? Early bird gets the worm? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Not
here.
Early bird gets screwed. Like, come on.
Oh, what's that? You're first? Back to the line you go.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Christian Cooper, what do you guys prefer? Today. Light side or dark side, Anakin? For me, that's easy. Dark side.
Not so easy, actually. Light side. I had my first Anakin was dark side because that was the one that was available at Sideshow at the time, and it's one of those things where like dark side is cool if you have the light side Anakin already, but if it's dark side's the only one you have, you kind of think about the lights a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go if it was not for the dark side base, I would say light side.
I think I just like when he turned heel. It was just more memorable for me. I think before that, it was more of like, just from my eyes, kind of that whiny baby talking about everything. And then when he went dark side, it was just a little bit more of just, he's kind of still whiny, but I don't know. I like that more. I like
just
the
like
eyes
his son,
yellow. Right? Farm boy Luke.
Yep.
Hello, Yomo. What is up? Hello, Conquer Knight. I was able to get the Artisan Joker last week. It was a fun time. Congrats. That's awesome.
Nice.
I did pre-order the sculpted, and I don't know how I feel about that, so we'll see. But at least I can secure it if I need to. They call me Queso Blanco. Hey, guys. Hope you're good. Just picked up Cad Bane today.
Nice.
Cad
Good
Bane
for you.
should be coming somewhat soon, so I'm excited about that. And Joker J in the house. Always good to have this young fella in here. I was in the queue for DLO's Snowtroopers. Something must have happened because I still don't have them. What's up, fellas?
I got a
story.
Joker. Appreciate it.
I got a story for you, Joker. One of my friends sends me a Facebook post from my local comic book store. Now, this is not a Sideshow store or anything like that. This is more of like retro toys, lots of trade-in. You don't really get a whole lot of stuff new. It's a lot of stuff from your previous, past times. They have a post. They do a live video. They get today 75 Star Wars Hot Toys / Sideshow figures traded in at once, one huge haul, and they're just going down the line. They have Tarkin Vader 2-pack. They have the 2-pack Snow Troopers. They have the single-pack Snow Trooper. They have Hoth Leia. They have Darkside Anakin. They have the Sideshow Dewback and the Tauntaun. They have...
Guy must be moving on to Marvel.
Yeah, or like you said, maybe somebody passed away. But
he sounds like just really needed the money.
I know, yeah.
But it is crazy. I'm going to stop by tomorrow, but unfortunately, I've got some stuff coming in where I don't know how much, if anything, I'll be able to get. But I at least want to get there in person. But I've never seen anything like this before, like 75 figures coming in and just all these grails. And, you know, Jyn Erso, K2SO were in there. Mando Luke, Bespin Luke already too. Not even that old of a figure. So really cool to see. It's if you guys want to check them out on Facebook, they're called Freak Toys with a Z at the end. And I know some people think that's like an adult toy, but it's actually kids' toys. So
I didn't think of that.
Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Now I can't unthink of that.
Never thought of that until now.
Everybody always says that when I tell them Freak Toys. They're like, what kind of toys are you getting there? I was like, oh, okay. But anyways, I digress. We got Striker in the house. How's it going, everyone? Enjoyed Ahsoka and cannot wait for the 3rd episode. Tighter didn't try. Looks like Brick has some spiky hair.
Because of the Spider-Man behind you.
That dang quarter scale.
We got Jedi 291. Hey, Wolfpack, looking for some help from you guys or your listeners. I'm moving to a new house in about a month. Any advice on moving DTOS? Did you disassemble them or did you have to move them assembled?
Perfect timing for this question.
I would love to send you a video on what not to do. So it worked, but I would not recommend it.
Well, what'd you do? So maybe you can.
What I did was I did not take anything apart. I laid a couple blankets down underneath, put it on top, kind of put blankets over the top of them, and all you heard the whole way was. We put like boxes and tape around too, so that like the glass inside wouldn't shake as much and it would hold still. But it wasn't. Man, that was scary. So
if you can take the shelves out, and then you won't have nearly as much, and then put cardboard in between the door and the frame, and then put blankets between. It'll be fine.
I couldn't because of the lights that were installed.
Yeah, you had the Luke lights, so they were soldered together. So what we did was we taped them. We had packaging tape, and we just ran from the top shelf down all the way to the bottom, and then the second shelf all the way to the bottom, and it worked. But the back end would flip up and rattle. So that was what was rattling. But I mean, Brick, we drove 45 minutes and they made it. So I would just say be careful, and if you can, take the shelves out. But don't. Yes. I wouldn't say disassemble them. It's just too much. Too much. Let's see. And you're just telling me now? Get you someone. It's there, Graham. You could. They also have an eBay store, so if you want to check them out. But I checked out some of their prices already, and they're not cheap. I believe Tarkin and Vader was going for $900. The Snow Troopers 2-pack was $900. So,
what do you think they gave? Like $5,000, $8,000?
That's a good question.
For 75 figures, I mean,
I feel like somebody really. I just feel like somebody was really desperate. And
you have to be
$5,000-$6,000
that much.
You know,
you're better off at least piecing out the grails and selling them separately, right? Like,
sure. Yeah, and then give them the
dark
rest.
side and the high price ones, and then like your troopers and stuff like that. Just ship all those, off for. I think they give if you're getting cash, it's usually like 30%, 33% of what the value is, and then but I don't know what value they're going off of. If it's like sold on eBay, if it's I don't know. But I think if you're getting store credits, closer to like 50%, but still, like, you're losing your ass on that kind of stuff. So somebody must have just wanted out, and that's sad. But
or past,
which is also
that could be something positive. They could be getting a house and need a down payment or something like that. I mean, there's good reasons for that too.
Thank you for that, deal.
Or having a kid.
Appreciate the positivity.
Maybe having their first kid,
I mean, listen, back then that was super common. There would be like so many like stories of people just like, hey, I'm having my first kid, selling some of my figures and all that stuff. Or we just got a house, so it wasn't always doom and gloom like it is these days.
But you just
be.
think, but then you think though, somebody with 75 Hot Toys with those grails, you'd think they would know like the community or be a part of the community a little bit to know that they can go on a BST or something and get way more money. But
you know what I
did.
thought?
They offered him a PlayStation 4 or something like they always do with me.
I want to trade. I need a PS4.
He's like, I'll go to a comic shop. Screw it. I'd rather that. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought of was, damn, there was a guy that had this many figures living this close to me, and I didn't even know it. In Wisconsin, that's pretty crazy. And like, if I only knew him, I could have maybe bought a couple of these for a good deal. But, you know, like if you're just trading them in for cash, getting 33%, damn.
Mm-hmm.
If I only knew who you were, you know.
Yeah.
Give you 40%.
Right.
Joker's struggling. You know, he must have misspelled Freak Toys. He's on a very different site. Be back in a little bit. We have Adric 23. What's up, guys? We got Jazzy in the house. What is going on? Love Jazzy's photography on Instagram. If you guys haven't, go check him out over there. Just had a really sick Kobe Bryant picture up today, and yeah, really cool. He must be hard up for money to dump them at a collectible store. I think that's why. I look at it as more of like it's probably negative to just unload it all at once and be done with it type of thing. To me, that would be something I would do if like, somebody died or I was really short on cash or, you know, something drastic happened to just quickly. Because I don't know, if it was me and let's just say I was having another kid or whatever happened, I think I would start selling them off piece by piece. So I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. But who knows? Who knows? Oh boy, we got trouble in the house. We got Big Breda. Can we get to the topics, please? We're all just talking shit, man. Come on.
We'll get to the Dewback that you said would never come out. Don't worry. We'll get to that.
That you guaranteed would never come out on this channel.
It would never happen. It would never happen.
No.
No.
Even though, you know, they make the whatever the hell that was that I was bringing up.
Oh, my Quill and the Blurg. Yes. Yeah.
You know what I should have done?
What's that?
I should have actually cut that out and had it ready for tonight and played that. But I wasn't ready.
Oh, well. Good.
You get away with it this time, Breda. If they get cash, no tax and fees to record. That's true. Yeah, nothing on the old IRS. That is very true.
Yeah.
David in the house. What's happening? 1/4 Mark III hit today. Nothing to see here. This guy loves his quarter scale figures, and that's good. I mean, those things are monsters.
That's awesome.
Great.
And good for you, Dave.
If I could, I would have remained in that game, but space was my enemy. So
yeah, it's a shame. But great stuff with those quarter scales.
Yeah, and I get what Braid is saying here, but is it really that bad when you have the shipper? I mean, I don't mind just shipping it out. Plus, if it's the Grails, I would be selling the Grails and then, like I said, shipping out the stuff nobody wants, or you know, doing that all at once. Troopers, all that stuff.
Well, if you're in the chat, guy who just sold your entire collection, you have an invitation to Wolfpack Wednesday. We'll interview you and ask you what the hell were you thinking.
What were you, like Dr. Phil style? What were you thinking? What's up, Peyton? Wolfpack Wednesday,
bud.
Back.
Yeah, buddy. Go.
The collectible stores give you such a low return that you could sell 1/4 of the figures and get the same money.
All true things. Yeah. All true things. I mean,
that's true. But it's an easy cash grab. So like I said, yeah, if you're...
I've been there with my comic books, so I get it. You need cash right away.
And now with all these figures, I'm thinking, ooh, what could I trade in like to get, you know, a Grail or something like that. So, I mean, it just kind of keeps piggybacking off of that and whatnot, but we'll see. Thick Panther boy, solid Dr. Phil or Goofy impression. Oh,
great name, great response. Rock on, bro.
Very good. Very good. All right, so I think we are through. We got 41 in the house. Don't forget to do us all a favor. Hit that like button. Make sure you tell YouTube and myself that you enjoy the content that we're providing you today. And without further ado, gentlemen in the panel, gentlemen in the chat, let's go.
Welcome to the fucking show.
Let's go.
Let's get the show on the road, and let's just start with the newest stuff right off the bat. Ahsoka episode 1 and 2 premiered last night. I want to get your guys' thoughts about the show before we talk about this tease of a figure. And we're going to keep it spoiler free because it did just come out yesterday. So we will we'll be honorable and give you guys a chance to watch that before we spoil everything. But without spoiling stuff, I want to get your guys' impressions, your takes, what you thought so far. Brick, we'll start with you.
I thought it was solid. Thought it was a solid 8 or so out of 10. It's a good way to start off the series without giving too much away at all. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited for some Thrawn. I'm excited to see. Oh man, what's her name? Shin Hati or something like that. The blonde girl with the lightsaber. And,
oh, that's not her character name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she was awesome. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Right? She was kind of fierce. She was kind of intimidating. I give her credit. She's pretty, but I was kind of scared of her more than I was like finding her attractive. I was like,
yeah, she was like a human version, just almost reminded me of Darth Maul, just really tiny but going at it, and a lot of fun. So excited to see where her story goes. I kind of feel like she
Barbie meets Darth Maul is what Rick says. Actually, that's actually a pretty funny good one.
Yeah. But I kind of feel like she's going to end up turning good or something and being killed, but we'll see. But no, I thought it was really good. I want to see more Ezra. I want people to kind of come into the series. I don't want to wait too long. There's only 6 episodes, so things need to happen.
Is there
great build up? I think so. I mean, there could be more. There could be 8. Where are you, Sneaker?
I would guess there's 8.
Yeah,
usually what they stick to.
Mando sizes are
so probably
even that. Even that you can't really mess around too much, with 8 episodes. Yeah, that Sith girl reminded me of somebody. I don't know if it's like the chick from the girl with the dragon tattoo or what, but I feel like I've seen her before and I couldn't pinpoint it. But yeah, she did a really good job. So, DLO, what are your thoughts? You enjoying it so far?
I did. I mean, a little bit on the slower side. I think that's kind of what a lot of people kind of been saying. I kind of agree with that there, but it was a good introductory episode. It's kind of taking the family and friends and of Rebels and taking that and kind of no, we're not doing that. But just kind of taking what people already know from being Rebels fans and kind of appreciating their time and also trying to help new I just came back from work, so I'm sorry, I'm still in salesman mode, but new fans who haven't watched the show, to kind of give them an opportunity to kind of catch up with these characters, learn them from a little bit, and then kind of get into the story. So I'm going to give it a pass. I think it was solid as well too. But something about this though, it feels different. It has a different vibe than it does with Mando. I don't know if it's just how they filmed it there, but it feels like it's gonna be a bigger scale show than Mando was. Mm-hmm. I really feel that. I mean, it has a spaghetti western vibe going into Mando. This one feels like there's gonna be big consequences, big reveals. So it's going the slower route, but I'm gonna give it the pass because I can already tell that they're trying to set it up for something bigger. So I'm gonna be patient with it and really take my time with it. And I'm probably gonna finish watching Rebels because I feel like it may not be an absolute requirement for the show, but I feel like it's going to help so much more watching it moving forward.
Yeah.
Just to pick up on a lot of things there. But very solid show. Shout out to Ray Stevenson, RIP. He looks like he's going to be an awesome Sith in this show here. I know technically he's not, but he seems like he's going to be a really good secondary bad guy on the show. So shout out to him. He sold me. He sold me that this was a big deal.
Yeah, really good points. Really good points. I agree. I thought it was slow but good. I thought the cinematic feel, like DJ 5000 saying, I thought it was really well done. The soundtrack was really cool too. It was kind of different and moody, and I really liked it. And I think like where you guys are saying, it's building up to something, and I just hope it has more direction than like season 3 of Mando. Do you guys think there's a lot of pressure on this show? If this show doesn't do well, is that almost like it, where we've had Book of Boba Fett, we had season 3 of Mando, which was really hit or miss. I liked Obi-Wan, but still, you know, it's tough to get that A+ miniseries or series. It's really tough to do that. So we got to kind of give it a little bit of slack. But do you think there's a lot of pressure riding on this show itself?
Oh
To
yeah,
perform?
a ton of pressure. But I think it's looking good for them that the critics are giving it good reviews so far. And if you look on IMDb, it's already got an 8.7, I believe it was. So I think a little stress reliever there for the creators, but I'm sure they're still a little, you know, worried and nervous coming for, you know, for the future episodes. But it's a big deal. This needs to be better than a C+ for sure.
I agree.
I mean, there's a lot of pressure coming from this from different angles. I mean, this is Filoni's baby now. This is finally like there's no Jon Favreau, there's nobody else from Disney kind of cuffing him, no Kennedy on his back. I mean, this is like he's getting total carte blanche on this here. So, and he's Lucas's understudy. So for him, I know there's a lot of personal pressure for him, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, they're looking to him to be the next Lucas here. I think once Kathleen Kennedy finally gets the boot once and for all, good riddance, they're probably going to look for Jon Favreau or him to be the head of Lucas over there. So there's a lot riding on this here because Disney is just going through a lot of crap right now, and they really need to win. Between Marvel not doing so hot, obviously season 3 with Mando was not what we all were hoping it was going to be. So,
right.
You know, if we're going to get Star Wars back on the big screen where it absolutely belongs, in my opinion, this show needs to kick butt, because I understand that it's supposed to be a movie by Filoni after this show is done to kind of tie everything together.
I know Disney likes to, at least when it comes to Star Wars, they really like to bring in a new audience. Do you think so far this show has been able to do that, or do you guys think you really do need a little bit of the Rebels background to kind of know what's going on or really get into it?
I thought they did a pretty good job. You know, for somebody who has not watched all the Rebels but kind of has done a little bit of research. But I can kind of see too, like if nobody knew anything about these characters, when Ahsoka kind of explained that she, you know, had Sabine as like her Padawan, and then, you know, now at the very, well, I don't want to give too much away, but, you know, she kind of explained that, and then it went, yeah, I don't know how to finish that without spoiling anything. So, but I thought they did a good job explaining certain things that happened. Yeah,
Shut your face.
I think they did a good job though with explaining certain things, what characters can do. Like, hey, she's good at figuring this out and opening up this gadget. And but yeah, I think it's going to get a lot of people that didn't watch Rebels to want to watch the show after this.
We got DLO already, so
yeah.
Yep.
I've skipped around a little bit. So I know like the backstories of most of the characters, but I don't have that connection really with them because I haven't watched all of Rebels. So like for me, I'm not in like awe when I see these characters, but at the same time I know who they are and I kind of know what's going on. So that's why I asked the question if you guys think you got, you know, people may need a little bit of Rebels background. DLO, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, the first 2 episodes were not for Rebels fans. They were really more for fans who don't know about Rebels. So that's what I kind of took away from it there. I kind of saw it that way just because, you know, I'm a novice when it comes to Rebels. I haven't finished it. I'm actually actively watching it now. I wish I finished it beforehand because I feel like I'll be fully invested in everything that's happening and I'll be picking up on a lot more details. So I'm going to try to speed through it as much as I can between the next couple days and see if how much ground I can catch up. But I think these first 2 episodes were really not even for the Rebels fans. This is really for the Star Wars fans who don't watch the animations, who have never heard of Ahsoka outside of her appearances in Mando and Book of Boba Fett. And I think there's a curiosity with the character because it's a big name actress. Rosario Dawson is playing the character. I mean, there's a lot of things that are going well in their favor as far as like popular opinion to be a successful show. And it feels grand. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like everything feels grand. I mean, you got a big major movie star playing your primary character. You got a lot of well-known actors in there taking on a TV show, which typically when you have an actor, if they're doing a TV show, it's a big deal if they haven't done it before. So at the end of this year, I think they're on the right track here. I think this has potential to be a really good show. And, you know, I think if anything, I trust in Filoni to deliver his version because this is his character, this is his baby. So if anybody's going to get this right, it's going to be him.
It's yeah,
Right.
for sure.
William just sent me something. I think it was 129 minutes covered in like 29 minutes of like the past Ahsoka stuff. I actually watched that. So if anybody doesn't, have a good knowledge about the backstory of all these characters, that is something good to watch. So check that out. And thank you, William, for sharing that. We check in with the chat really quick. We got P Rockzilla in the house. He's giving Joao the business as well, because Joao is giving spoilers about haircuts and all that.
How could you, Joao? Haircuts.
Welcome, P Rock. Welcome. We got to have you on the show sometime. Appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Let's see. What's Joao saying here? Next episode, they'll go to Mando home for dinner and have an ice cream after with Boba.
That sounds nice.
I think, I don't know, Rob, did you say that? You're like, oh, somebody said it. Maybe, I don't know. Like
It was
for Boba,
you said it, but I was thinking it, and I was like,
waiting for Mando to come into like
Yeah.
the next episode or something, and then steal the show or whatever. Fad Gadget has a really good point here. I just wish Ahsoka was younger, as her personality is coming across as a bit flat. No oomph. I don't know if I wish she was younger, but I do wish she had a little bit more oomph. Like she does, at least from what I've seen so far, she does seem a little flatter, kind of melancholy, mellow tone. Just
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure.
I think.
I'm sorry.
Go
You go ahead, Rick. No, you go, Rick.
I think it's just how her character is. I think she is more of the serious tone, more of the mature tone out of the bunch, where the rest of the rebels were kind of like, not the rest of them, but you have like Chopper and Ezra, who were kind of just goofy and learning and young, and then you have Ahsoka over here, who is the more mature one, and I think she's playing it well. I don't think it would be, although it could be fun if she was more bubbly, I don't think that would be good for the show if she was like more bubbly and fun.
Yeah. She's kind of like wise at this point in her life, maybe
Right,
too.
right.
And
not very
I
many
think
Jedis around.
She's on a really serious quest. This
Yep.
is really important
That's
to her
it.
and whatnot.
That's the big thing. Her history, like she's always been like a very, like, very kind of energetic kind of character, if you will. Always a very hopeful kind of character. I think this is just a progression of her character for now, because she's not a Jedi, guys. Like that's the thing you got to remember.
Right.
She had the fallen out. She turned her back against the Jedi ways of doing things here, and she's kind of on her own. Her mentor / master was Darth freaking Vader. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel a sense of betrayal there. So, I mean, so she's gone through a lot. I think she's kind of in a place right now in her life where she's just like, she doesn't have hope. And that's the big theme of Star Wars, hope. Right. So I think it's probably being done by design. And I think this show is going to probably lead us into that more positive Ahsoka that we all love and care about there.
Sure.
I think that's what's going to probably happen with that.
Now, I don't like seeing this, Peyton. Episode 3, I'm hearing, is a short episode. We were really excited when we saw these 2 longer episodes. And then I hope we don't get like a 35-minute episode coming up here. Like, you got to give us a little bit more meat in these episodes. And especially when the credits are like 10 minutes long, it's like you're really getting 25 minutes worth of show. So I hope it's not too much shorter. Like, I think 45 minutes is okay. But I definitely like more of the hour episode length. What do you guys think?
It's hard to gauge with these things here, because I think short episode, I think bad episode, but I've been proven wrong. Like one of my favorite episodes from Mando was the shortest one, which was the Return of Boba Fett, and how awesome that turned out to be. So I don't put any stock into that anymore. Do I wish they were longer? Absolutely. I agree with everybody. I wish they were all hour long. I don't know why they do these things on Disney where they just, kind of go with weird times and stuff like that. But I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know. Let's go through the episodes. Let's stay positive. Let's not jump the gun. It may surprise us, and that's kind of the attitude I'm going to go into this year. I want to keep my expectations. Actually, I have zero expectations for the show, because I'm not an expert on it like a lot of folks are in the chat. So I'm kind of open to just like going for the ride and judging everything once it's all done and see if I liked it or not.
We got the 6 Skill Scavengers in the house. Evening, gentlemen. What is going on? And thank
Boys.
you so much for popping in and being here. Hope you're doing well. Breda wants to know what you guys think of the change to prime time instead of like the midnight release. So
Love it.
Came out 9 Eastern, 8
Yeah,
Central.
I like it.
Love it. Finally, some common sense.
Yeah.
I don't really care, I guess.
I like it because you're not going to wake up and see spoilers that morning and not
That's
be able to
true.
watch it until that night. You know,
That's a great point.
so it's nice to be able to everyone watch it at the same time, kind of thing.
I like that.
But I mean, I guess if you're in other countries, it might change things if it comes out at that time. But
We only care about the U.S.
here
I
in the
think.
here in the U.S., I like it.
For the East Coast, that's 3 a.m. Like I'll never watch a show at
Right.
3 a.m. I'm not staying up for that. And the people on the West Coast, not much better. It's midnight over there. So I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Release it, at an earlier, reasonable time, and let everybody be happy. What's the point of this weird time frame there? So
Right.
about time.
It's kind of like
Bravo.
what they did with Game of Thrones back in the day. It always come out of I think 9 Central, but like still,
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad where you could still stay up and watch it. So
Sure.
it was kind of like
And
everybody's home
it gets
from work.
people together too to watch it, like they did with Game
Mhm.
of Thrones, and you have a chance to kind of talk about it afterwards.
That's
and
what these shows are
everyone's
missing.
watching
They're
at the
missing
same
those.
time.
Yeah, they're missing these watch parties. That's where they're really
Yeah,
missing
that's
out on there.
true.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we need more watch parties. Brick and I
some
watched
buzz
it
going.
last night with Nick Bachman, and it was a good time.
While
It
holding
was
hands.
good.
Holding hands. Oh, that's not what we were holding. Anyways.
Oh gosh, free
You
toys
see
and
me,
holding.
brother.
All right. No, I'm not. You guys are
Let's touch wolf tails. No.
okay. We are live.
All right.
All
They
right.
cross lightsabers. Moving
Yep.
on.
You lose a lot of emotional weight of the characters if you don't see Rebels. Like, why would anyone
Yeah.
care about Ezra or Thrawn being away, their sacrifice, if they haven't seen Rebels? Great point. That's a great
Casey
point.
Blanco.
100, yeah, 100% true.
Yeah, how do you get them to care about what's going on? So I think that's kind of why I asked if you needed to watch.
When it comes to
Rebels.
the story, though, I think they did a good job at explaining certain things. But yeah,
Right.
he's right about this. Like, to get that emotional kind of feel, you need to watch Rebels.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, moving the time slot was good. Let's see here. We got Hammer of God in the house. You can definitely binge Rebels hard. My son and I knocked out season 2 and season 3 and a portion of 4 this weekend and finished off the rest right before Ahsoka dropped. That's awesome. Cool that you can do that with your son too, and kind of have that, like I said, watch parties, bonding experiences, even if it's just the two of you. It's pretty cool to share in that. Because
For sure.
that's a great point, Rob, because with all these other shows, I watch it when I have 45 minutes of downtime, whether it's before work, after the kids go to bed. And it's just like I'm taking whatever sliver of time I have and I'm watching this and then I'm kind of done with it. Whereas if it's like this prime time, you can almost, hey, you guys want to come over and watch this? Or, let's.
Well, and they probably get all their numbers right away too, right? They're not waiting for views to throughout the whole day. Well, the views will pop up throughout the day. They get it all there at 8 o'clock. They kind of know what that view count's going to be, that rating. I'm sure there's a lot to do with it, why they did it.
I know everybody watches with Star Wars Theory, but we should do a watch party at some point.
The finale.
Interesting. We started at the same time. We all watch. I don't know.
see
I feel
that.
weird doing that because I just sit there like this the whole time. So I don't know how I feel about it, but or
Won't be
just go
exciting,
live
but
right
we'll do
after
it.
and we all talk about it. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll talk about that. We got TX Boy 210. What's up, everyone? Love the show. Glad it's going in a decent direction, and the droid fight and live action fights look decent. The arm crossing got old real quick though. Yeah, I really think the cinematography looked really good. It was really crisp and clean. Like the CGI was really good too. It didn't look fake or overdone. I thought it looked really, really nice. But the arm crossing, I get it. Here's a question from Christian. Where do you guys buy your grails? Wherever I can find them.
Probably the only answer. There's no store for that one, unfortunately. Unless you're in Wisconsin these days, apparently.
Honestly, it's the two places I usually go is eBay or BST. I'm constantly hovering over it, which is dangerous. But those are the two places that I go. I have saved searches for something I'm looking for, and I'll just check it daily or hourly. And, we'll just kind of go from there. How about you guys?
I would say wherever you can find the best deal. Just look everywhere. eBay, BST, If you have any, freak toys around, anything like that, just wherever you can find, friends in the hobby, they're selling something. Shoot.
DLO, what's your
What's
go-to?
your DLO?
Pretty much everything they said already there. Just my advice here for you is, aside from just what you asked for, specifically grills, it's always important to do research and look up other websites, places that you don't hear other people talk about. And if you do hear about it and mention, like, ask for feedback as well too. Like when I started in the hobby and I didn't know much about where to shop and I wanted to shop somewhere besides Sideshow, I just Google hot toys and I'd look up websites and I'll ask community groups like, hey, has anybody ever ordered from this place here? And somebody will say, yeah, it's a great reputable place. Do stuff like that, because eventually those kinds of places, when something does eventually sell out on Sideshow, those are places you're going to want to look. And those are where you can get future grills. There you go.
The other thing I would say too is be patient when you're looking for a grill. Don't just jump when you see it for sale. Wait for a good price. Go to the advanced search on eBay and search for that piece and see what it's selling for. See what people are willing to pay, but also take into consideration, what are you willing to pay? How much does this mean to you, and what are you comfortable with? Draw that line in the sand, and then if you see it and it's just not where you need it to be, you keep looking. And I did that with Joker DX8. Took me 7 or 8 months before I finally pulled the trigger. It sucked. You see things come and go, and the same thing. I'll watch bids on eBay, and then I'm like, I'm out at this point. It's just too high, and you watch it go the last couple minutes, but maybe a BST, you get there a little too late and it's already gone. But hey, it sold for this, so that's kind of what we're gauging the price on. So just keep that in mind too.
Don't be afraid to treat yourself too, because good deals are always good to find there. But if it's something like you really want, like it's a gotta have it, like I always say, then you know what? My advice to you is look for good deals year round, and then with those savings of what you save from not paying top dollar for new releases, go ahead and treat yourself every year and splurge on something that you really want that maybe it's hard to find. So that way it doesn't hurt as much. Yeah. That's another way to do it too.
Hammer of God says episode 3 is 31 minutes by the time the credits hit. It has to be epic. All right. We got Pablo in the house. Hope they don't hold off on introducing Thrawn until episode 7. That is something I'm fearful about too, and Rob mentioned it with Ezra. But yeah, we're hoping it's not going to be like the season finale or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. Got Mad Planet in the house. What is going on? Too sweet 'em, brothers. Too sweet 'em. Boo! There you go. There you go. Let's see. We got Daniel in the house too. A bit late, but hello everyone. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
We are just kicking it off here and having a good time. Just talking with you guys. That's kind of what this is all about. Yes, that Jazzy's got a good point too. Anybody interested or excited about that Gandalf in-art release? DLO, you in on that?
Yeah, I have a reader. I have him and Aragorn on there, so that's exciting to hear.
He looks good.
I'm not too excited just because how the Joker went. I don't expect to get it anytime soon, so I'm not beating my chest with excitement over here. I'll see it when I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it, I should say. So, but it looks good. I love, I will give them credit. They did recently do an announcement with an update on a lot of their figures. So shout out to them for doing that, keeping us in the community informed there and let us know what tweaks they're making along the way here. I think that's really good stuff. Keep that up. Definitely keep those updates coming for sure. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited to get some Lord of the Rings in the collection. So cool. That's going to be really
very
good.
Lucky, my friend.
Yeah, man. Feeling good about that one.
Yeah, and like you said, InArt's doing a lot of stuff really good, but I really think they kind of dropped the ball with the whole Joker release, especially being their first 1/6 figure. Like, they really should have done everything they could have to meet that deadline. Not only did they not meet it, they really kind of got way behind it, and it's taking people until just recently to get their Jokers. So
yeah,
I think that leaves a bad taste in people's mouths, and I think you lose trust in being that was your first figure release. But I hope they can correct that. Yeah, right. I hope they can correct that in the future and kind of, because we give Hot Toys shit all the time, but they're releasing 100 figures. I don't know. They're releasing a lot more. Let's just say, and in
more than one.
So yeah, hopefully they get that under control. We got the movie canon in the house. Hello, everyone. Fellow collectors came in late. Welcome back, panel. Well, thank you so much. Good to be back. Good to have you here. Oh, Joker's also in on Gandalf. Been paid for a bit
Very
now. Let's
nice.
go.
Nice, nice.
We got our first super chat of the night from Adric23. I got Anakin from Toys Wonderland, and I have ordered before without any issues. Yeah, props to you. I mean, order wherever you guys want. If that's what works for you,
Yeah.
then more power to you. I think you just got to go with what's been working and what gets you your figures the quickest and cheapest. But thank you so much for the generous super chat, sir. I do have something for you as well.
So, you've decided to step up to the plate and support the channel. On behalf of the Jedi Knights Watch, we want to say thank you so much for your contribution. Not only will it help us to improve the channel, give you great quality and entertainment, but it'll also help us take over the world. This one's for you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate your generosity towards the channel. Again, everything goes back into getting figures, equipment, StreamYard, all that good stuff. So I know Evil Sneaker was talking to me, and I know I'm falling behind on this, but I really do want to start channel membership. Hopefully you guys are interested on that. I want to make it a lot of fun, kind of give like ranks or do something like where it's like you can sign up to be part of the Wolfpack or part of the Watch as the Jedi Knights Watch, and kind of like, you know, see which group has more members and kind of give you some flair and whatnot. So I'm working on that. It's just kind of a work in progress, but I'm really excited for that. Yeah, BST is buy, sell, trade. So if you go on Facebook, you can do like buy, sell, trade. If you have one in your local area, that's usually pretty good. Actually, what is the Facebook? It's like North American BST. I don't remember. Just
one of them. There's a bunch of them out there. Just type BSTs and go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, guys, you are tearing it up in the chat, and I love this because this is when I have my most fun, is just interacting with the panel and you guys. But what do you guys think about the teas for Sabine, for Ahsoka? I mean, looks like we have the armor. Are we assuming that we're going to get a portrait? Do we think they might go all out and give us the speeder bike? What are you guys' thoughts? And are you looking forward to this? Interested? What else do you think is coming from this line? And Brick, I'll start with you.
Definitely think we're getting a portrait. I don't think we're going to get a speeder, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did. But if I had a guess, I would say no. I really like this figure, but I kind of wish we would. You know, I really like the outfit she had on before she got into the, into this, with the long hair. Somebody already spoiled that part, so I can do that. But no, this is pretty badass. Really excited to see what else they bring to the table. I know this is only a tease, but we can only assume that this will be announced and this will happen. So to see what other figures might come is very exciting too, and that's an exciting topic to kind of guess that as well. Have some fun with that, but it's a good start. I'm glad they showed this one first. Teased with this first. Her holding the lightsaber and everything, so pretty sweet.
This will definitely come, and here's what I'm thinking, and I might be in the minority, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong here.
You're wrong.
I'm almost getting a little fatigued from the Mandalorian type armor, and like you said, you like the first outfit a little bit better. Yep. Am I in the minority when I say that? Like, does this still blow you guys away with the armor, or would you have rather had like a different outfit that's different from what we've kind of seen with Mandalorian? Like, are we getting tired of that, or is this just me overthinking it?
I think it's a little bit of both, possibly there. I mean, it's a combination. I know where you're coming from, because it's just, it's
it looks like another Mando
right now.
Yeah,
but it's collector's brand, because I mean, you think about, we just got in Casca Reeves recently, that was just released recently. We've had Bo-Katan, we've had Axe Wolves, we have the Paz Vizsla. I mean, everything has been coming out there, and then yes, you've seen teasers for possibly more Mandalorians in the Mandalorian season 3 teasers, right? So I get where you're coming from there. Having said that, for me, the best comparison is, this is a combination. This is a difference between Troopers and other kinds of figures here. I feel like this, I'm not fatigued by as much as I am with Troopers, like I've said in the past, because this one's unique. This is a character. This is a person. This number one, this is a Mandalorian with a lightsaber. Okay, interested. I kind of dig that there. That's cool to have. And the fact that I definitely agree with you, Rick and Graham. I think that she's definitely for sure coming with a head sculpt. So, for me, I don't even look at it as another Mandalorian. I look at it as another big character, and I'm all about big characters right now. I want big characters. So, no, I think I can see your point, but I think this one kind of gets the pass just because it's not just any other Mandalorian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what sticks out to me with this too, and I know it's very small, but her nails are painted with this Mando armor.
I noticed that too.
So it kind of shows her personality even outside of the armor. So, pretty sweet. And then with the lightsaber, like D'Lo said, when she takes off her helmet, she's gonna look like a Jedi with some armor on. So it's pretty.
Picture her like in a flight pose, like swinging the lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's gonna look awesome in your DTOF.
Oh yeah.
No, I agree. It's gonna look pretty cool. Is there a way that we get a new Ahsoka? Do you think it's like a reissue but a rebrand? Or do you think they just don't do it? I mean, she's waitlisted already on Sideshow. So what do you guys think? Are we going to see another Ahsoka? I mean, do you think they kind of have to do it being that it's her show? Give us another Ahsoka? Is it going to be like Venom? It's going to be like Venom where it's pretty much the same figure. They'll throw something in extra. I don't know what they're going to do yet, but maybe we have to watch the rest of the series.
USB lightsabers, not to cut you off. Yeah. We're instantly there.
That's a good guess. Yeah. And just the same, but rebranded Ahsoka?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's a very good possibility they just stick another label on it and call it the Ahsoka there. But
yeah.
I know these first I was looking really hard for details because that's all that's on my mind right now. Like, will they release another Ahsoka? Is the one that I have from Mando, is that one going to be, is that going to be a grail someday? It feels weird because, she's the main character of this show. It would be weird to have Sabine and anything else that we're going to talk about that we predict might be coming out, but no Ahsoka, even if there was one that was recently released. So I'm looking for something. So either it's going to be a different outfit, maybe a flashback or something like that. I'm thinking like, when the Wonder Woman movie came out, for example, we didn't get a Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman. We got Wonder Woman training armor Wonder Woman for that movie, So it is possible if it's a different outfit there. But I will say one thing here. I mean, I've been posing my Ahsoka hard because I'm getting ready to film the collection tour for everybody. I've actually bent elbows. I've been working on this figure a lot here, and I'm still not satisfied yet. It's not bad. I mean, I'm still working on it. But you know what? It's driving me nuts here. I think the head sculpt is not as good as I first thought it was. Like now that I've had more time with it, it's not.
It's the rolling eyes.
Yeah, it's too beady. The per system is just, it's taken away from the sculpt itself there. But my guess is if they do it, not saying that they will, but if they do it, I would say it'd be a new head sculpt with USB lightsabers. That would be my guess on that there.
That would be cool. I'd be in. Sneaker says it's possible live action Clone Wars flashback Ahsoka. Maybe we'll get a flashback in a different outfit or whatever the case may be, and then they go off of that. I could see them doing almost anything. I could see them just rebranding it and say, here, she sold out. Let's just push more out and rebrand it.
Yeah.
Do that way. But
I'm going to take what you said last night, Graham, and instead of her coming with a Grogu, one of these characters are going to come with one of those cat sphinx things, whatever they're called. I could see her instead of coming with Grogu, get one of those. Maybe even Sabine comes with that, since that was a big part of that first episode. But I think that's a good way to kind of switch it up a little bit. But I could see them just sticking straight to what we've had already. Maybe fix up a couple little things here and there. Maybe brighten up or darken up her face paint. But yeah, make it a little different.
Striker says she's star of the show. Definitely going to have another Ahsoka. This will probably be with her Blue Republic outfit and diorama.
Yeah.
Bring on all the Ahsoka show figures. You guys think they're going to go all out for this line?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get more than 5.
Again, Hot Toys Nightmares talking about that blue outfit in the trailer as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thick Bantha Boy says it's a Loth kitty.
Loth kitty. Thank
Loth
you.
cat. Loth Cat.
Loth
Cat.
Wolf. Now I get it.
Rick, jeez.
Look at all of these
What?
guys
You
just got our
know
backs.
what,
in
you
here. I
nerds?
appreciate that.
Get Brick, get him. Get him.
Sneaker says they did already release a Loth Cat in the Grogu pack. Easy.
True, different kitty there.
Yeah, it's
Fresh
not the
paint
same.
job.
It's not the same cat.
What else? What else you guys got? What do you got in the chat? What do you got? What's on your minds on the panel with the show, with the figures?
Dude, I want to see Zeb so bad, and I think he's gonna come. What do you guys
He
think?
will.
I really.
I don't think they would have teased him in Mandalorian if they weren't going to show him here.
I just want him to see him go like crazy in the show, live action. You know, like he does in the in Rebels, and that's gonna be cool. Need it to happen.
Definitely gonna happen. I'm gonna throw in because I'm a huge fan of this character from the show, and then seeing him pop up and which means a big fan of him in Rebels, and then seeing him on the show. I want Chopper. I want
Dude,
Chopper.
yeah,
so
I want
bad.
a Chopper figure so bad.
It's such an easy one for Hot Toys to do. Just give me a freaking Chopper.
I'll do
I'll be
it.
happy.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I like I said, I haven't watched Rebels. I know some of the backstories. I don't know how far I'm going to go in on this line, if at all, yet. I think if this show blows me away, that's really going to be kind of my determining factor. But yeah, we'll see. I think there's a lot of good that could come from this if this show hits, and I'm really hoping it does because, you know, like DLO, I think you said backstage, you know, Star Wars deserves to be on the big screen. But before we do that again, you know, they got to start really nailing some of these series again and kind of go from there. And it's really cool that they are giving us, you know, these animated characters in live action. I really do love that, and I'm glad they're doing that, and they're going to make these figures, and I think they're going to go all out with this line. But we'll just see. We'll see what happens.
Would you get Sabine though, Graham, to go with Ahsoka that you already have?
I don't know. It's like I said, it's going to depend on how the show goes because I don't have that intimate connection with her, with the character yet.
Sure.
So if I develop that through this series, or if I go back and watch Rebels all the way through, you know, maybe that'll change.
He's gonna get it.
He'll get it.
He'll get it.
He'll get it. He just doesn't know yet. He will.
That's probably true. Like a dog chasing my tail. Sabine, Ahsoka, Chopper, Thrawn are pretty much lock-ins to be made. I can get behind that. I agree with that. What about the droid? Remind me of the droid's name.
Chopper. Oh,
It
you're
is
talking
Chopper.
about the guy that's been around 25,000 years.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah, gosh, I don't remember his name. Help me out.
That's the one that's
Somebody.
voiced by David Tennant, right? Was it Hanagi
Probably.
or
Yeah, let me know in the chat
Yeah,
who that
I like
is
the
and if you guys
saucer
think
head.
he'll come. Because that would be a cool figure. Another droid.
Yep.
That'd be pretty dope.
They did the IG-11 or whatever. They'll do him, and then you have the other two Siths. You know, you got to make those. There's a lot. Hera and man.
There you go.
Yep.
Wu Yang.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. I was right.
There you go. I was going to say something else.
That was right. Now this is Queso Blanco's onto something here too. If Thrawn ends up being awesome, then I may have to pick him up if they do him. It's something about these blue characters, guys, that really stands out in the Hot Toys world. You got Yondu, you got Cad Bane. Nebula's not the most popular, but still something about like a bright blue
That
skin.
blue.
Something about that on a Hot Toys figure really stands out in the display, and it, especially with the white
Yeah,
suit, I
it's
think
gonna
that's
pop.
going to look so good.
It's
I
gonna
think
pop.
that's going to be a really sneaky good figure when and if they come out with that, and I hope they do because I'm sure a lot of people would love a Thrawn. I mean, Cad Bane did well, and he was only in Book of Boba Fett for what, couple scenes, and look at how, you know, people really want that figure. So yeah, that could be a sneaky one.
I just think it's a good time to collect Hot Toys just because, you know, this is right now, this is kind of like a rebirth of like the Clone Wars / the Rebels and all these other shows, the Bad Batch. I mean, they're all doing well, and Hot Toys is doing a hell of a job making everything transition into live action. So that way it appeals to all collectors, not just collectors of the animated shows there. So, and that's what's exciting for me here because, you know, I'm rearranging everything. Like I've said, I'm going to start doing the collection tour pretty darn soon. And I just realized, man, like my original trilogy, I just have duplicates of characters. Like that's pretty much what it looks like. I mean, I think I have like 10 or 12 Lukes and 4 or 5 Leias, and it's just like it's pretty much like a shrine of just those 3 main characters with a couple sprinkled in between. But what I'm really enjoying about like collecting I call it the Favreau Filoni verse over here. Like there's so much variation here. Like my Mando collection right now is hands down like my new favorite part of my collection here. Not because they just like the most amazing, awesome thing ever, but it's the fact there's so much variety in it. There's so much difference in there. I got Bo-Katan. I have the armor. I have Moff Gideon, Boba Fett on the throne, Fennec Chan. I mean, the list goes on and on. And it's just like, it's nice kind of spreading out all the characters from the universe and just kind of having them on display like that. So that's what I'm digging about, like all these characters here. So I'm in for like a Sabine. I'm in for all these Rebel characters here, just because
they're gonna look
once
good.
I finish Rebels and once I finish Ahsoka, I hands down know I'm going to fall in love with this stuff because I think they're doing a stellar job with this.
Yeah. Evil Sneaker's proud of you for
thank you. That means
really
a lot.
loving that Mando line.
He's like, I'm really proud.
He says Thrawn in a similar outfit to Krennic. OMG, he's losing it over there. Yeah, that's
those two together, flanked next to Palpatine and Tarkin. Oh my God, how good is that going to look in your display, guys? Holy cow!
There's no end to the possibilities. Joker says there's Star Wars
at midnight in here.
So vibrant paint really contrasts well. I agree. That's a good point. We got Luis in the house. What's going on? Welcome to the show.
What's up?
I think they might make that new Inquisitor. Yeah. So let's see here. Anything else on Ahsoka? On the characters we might see? On your thoughts? Anything else you guys got before we move on?
I think I covered everything how I feel about it. It's going to be a banger of a line. It's going to be a banger.
Sold. All right. So, DLO, you triggered something in my mind when you brought up having multiple variants in your collection. How do we feel about having multiple variants? Do we love it? Do we love having all the different Lukes or all the different Spider-Man figures? Or is it better to have one and focus on other characters? What are your guys' thoughts? Like, does that ever bother you? Because I'm starting to get into like more Star Wars. And I'm collecting a lot of the original trilogy, but I'm finding myself having a hard time finding new characters. Like I'm going into more Lukes, I'm going into more Leias and whatnot if I want to keep going original trilogy. So how do you guys feel about having multiple variants? Like, do you just have to like it or love it enough and you have no problem? Because for me, it's almost been just Batman and then everything else is 1 or 2. So DLO, I know you have a lot of variants. Well, Rob, I know you do too, but DLO, I want to start with you on this one. What are your thoughts about having all these variants? Is there such a thing as too many of the same character in your collection?
No, there's not. And here's the thing. I used to think there was, but no, it's not. It's a matter of how much love you have for the character. I think that's how I've kind of justified it in here for myself here. So, because I was right, like I was just like you, Graham. Like as far as like for my rule, it was Batman. Batman was the only exception to that there. Then I started asking myself here, like, why am I just putting this on Batman? There's other characters that I love that, I love specific versions of that character because they mean something differently each time you see them there. Great example is I just mentioned I have a gazillion Lukes, right? I have so many there. Now, I didn't say I hate the fact that I have all those Lukes. I have them for a reason. They all look awesome. But like, to my point here, every time we talk about like duplicates of figures, so I think you said early in the show, we were talking about light side and dark side Anakin, right? And you're like, which one grows to you there? And I said, my answer was, I started with dark side. So dark side is great. Everybody loves dark side, but I kind of had a feeling for light side because I didn't have that. And I feel like there's an order to some of these here. Like if you have the definitive version of that figure, then you could be set and be happy as a collector. But then also the flip side is you can have the definitive one and now you can collect the other version that you like too. Say like for Luke, for example, like, hey, everybody wants Bespin Luke because that's like iconic, right? I'm not your father. I mean, I'm your father or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then for me, it's Return of the Jedi. That was my gateway into Star Wars. I saw that first as a kid. So for me, instantly, I needed dark robes, Anakin, sorry, Luke Skywalker there. So I was like, that's the
Anakin
one.
Jr.
Green lightsaber. I was like, that is way cooler than a blue lightsaber. I mean, that's my kid brain thinking there. So for me, it was like, okay, I got to have that one. So to answer your question, like if you're collecting 3 different nebulas and you're not a nebula fan, what are you doing? If you're doing it because you're a fan of, I don't know, you're a fan of Luke or Han or Iron Man or Batman, whatever is out there, but that's your guy, that's your girl, there's nothing wrong with getting multiples.
Yeah.
Just don't waste your time, money, and space on figures that are going to eventually exit your collection because it was cool for a moment. Like, give it some thought before you go to those other characters. But if it's your go-tos, is your heroes, your favorite villains, whatever, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that.
And I almost think sometimes I worry about that, where it's like, well, I really love Star Wars and I love Luke, but I have 2, and it's like, should I think I worry about, should I branch out and get more of this other character, even from a different franchise, just to give myself variety? But then, yeah, it's like I like Marvel a lot, but at the same time, I got Doctor Strange just because I thought he'd look good with the Avengers. But I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan, and it's almost like too much money to spend on something that you're not in love with. And it's almost like, so I'm wondering, like, is it better if I would have gotten a character that I really love but I already have, or something I don't have but don't know if I necessarily need? So I think that's kind of what, when you were talking about the variants, kind of what triggered that in my mind. And I know Brick and I give each other shit all the time, like he's got so many Spider-Mans and I have so many Batmans and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to, if that's what you love, then you're going to love all the different variants because they all look different to you. Like, to somebody else that doesn't care as much, they probably all look the same. But, to you, you watched all these movies, you know everything about the character. So, like, it's actually pretty in-depth different. So, Brick, what are your thoughts about too many variants? And should you, is there such a thing as having too many of the same character?
See, we are in a hobby where there are a variety of people, right? So you have people that want to collect every Avenger or want to collect every, Star Wars line that there is, so whether it's getting a Luke from this movie and a Luke from, the other movie and getting an Anakin here and there and then getting this version, for me, it was Spider-Man. Mainly. I mean, I grew up with Batman, but Spider-Man was a key thing. So for me, it's like, I want a Spider-Man from, the 2001 movie. I want Andrew Garfield. I want the video game. I want Into the Spider-Verse. So it's all those variants. So it's all, you collect what you love, right? If I chose to only have one Spider-Man, then I'd be able to have maybe more Star Wars, or maybe I'll have a Batman and a Joker and something else. But, it's all in time and what you want at that moment. I don't think you should always worry about, as YouTubers, I think, at least for me, maybe not for you guys, but you start to think when you're getting ready to do like a tour or something, you want to have that variety. You want to be, you want it to look awesome. You want to have like, how could I have a tour if I don't even have a Batman? You know what I mean? Or how can I have a tour if I don't have Star Wars figures or something like that? So that gets in your head.
How can I reach this audience if I don't have any of these figures?
Right. But again, as a collector, we should know that there are other collectors out there, and we should respect and enjoy the way that they collect, as we collect differently as well. And everybody's collection is different. If I got 30 Spider-Man, 30 Batman, 30 Lukes, then by all means, hey, we're in the same hobby. I don't think too much is too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I agree. Speaking of Luke, I did get my CCFL lightsaber.
Very nice.
Didn't show up
I can just see
very
the
well
lightsaber.
Didn't show up very well on pictures, but you can really see the blue there. It looks badass.
When I was there last night, Graham, that thing looked awesome. Speaking of Luke, I got to show it now because we're on.
Show it. Show the people.
The one that went on sale that can't sell. I'll put that out there, but I got him.
That's one of the best ones.
Freaking beauty right there.
Yeah. 210 on Sideshow that day. Nice.
That's a good deal, man.
Had to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I like
We
it a lot.
have Collector Joey joining us tonight, all the way down there in Texas. Bunch of outstanding gentlemen on my screen. Wonder what he's watching right now. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, us. Thank
See,
you
watch
so
that
much,
was
Mr.
That was gonna be
Yeah.
my second guess.
Joker says can't have enough Spideys.
There you go.
Fad got his Bespin Luke yesterday from Sideshow. Fantastic figure, and
Very
that
nice.
base is dope. The base, they need to do more,
Dude.
more figures with bases like that that light up. That more of like a diorama base doesn't have to be huge. Like it could just be a small base, but if they do it right, it's amazing. And if it lights up,
Which line do you think has the best bases? You know,
Well, they all used to have the same basis for a very long time, and they're
Sure.
starting to like branch out. So I think who's taking better advantage of it right now? I'd have to give the edge to Marvel on that one. Marvel
Who?
has the better
Yeah.
Marvel.
Oh, wow.
really,
They have,
with their deluxes, yeah.
and their
yeah.
with the newer stuff, like
Sure.
you know, you got the lizard is a base, the Sandman's a
Yes.
base. That's
That's a
you know,
great one.
Then you got the
think-
integrated right here. So
When I think
Yeah,
of Marvel
Doc Ock
bases,
arms.
I think I kind of go to like maybe it's because what
the
it's what
end
I
game
have.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, the end game ones where they're too colorful,
like
they're
the
too
octagon or whatever.
gimmicky.
Purple
But,
hexagons and yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's really
Yeah.
simple, but I like the.
I was
Death
gonna go with
Star
Star Wars.
bases. Yeah, the Star Wars Death Star bases.
You know,
I
just
don't-
a normal base, but they they look good. Like
You really like
they
those
use
that
something
sand base
within-
with the footprints? That's your thing? You like those?
footprints.
I like the
like-
Bespin Luke. I think that looks awesome. Well, with the light.
No, it
you know,
is,
looks like
yeah.
he's standing- yeah.
The Empire Strikes Back Vader.
Yeah.
You know the new.
I like-
they're
I like
starting to
the
do it
Ahsoka.
more. Yeah, the
You know?
Ahsoka one's really good. The new Batman, the Batman from 2022 Batman is going to have a nice deluxe
Mhm.
base.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the '89 Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's gonna be sweet. But yeah, I agree with D'Lo on that Marvel too, because then you got the new red and blue suit Spidey with he looks like he's on the rooftop. Just a lot of good stuff. Maybe they're just getting better in general. Maybe there is no
Probably.
winner.
I think they maybe saw what statues were doing, where they always made the base as part of the art, part of like what
Sure.
because Hot Toys, like you said, Deal, they start with the black oval bases. I have a couple of them still in my collection here, but they've evolved over time, and I think they see what other people are doing or other companies, and they see what the consumer likes, and I think we definitely don't want it to look toyish. We want it to look as part of a scene, an art piece, and I think they're starting to do that a lot better. You can't please everybody, because then you do these big Spider-Man bases and people are like, well, it's too big, I can't fit it anywhere. It's not
Too
practical.
expensive
but-
too.
expensive, but kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation.
Pretty much. There's no winners there, only losers.
Right. The Snowspeeder Luke is one of the best figures ever made. Best Luke, hands down.
Facts.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Facts.
I'm really excited to open them up.
Although I will
Might
say,
be after the show.
Got mine right there.
I recently got Mando Luke recently, and I gotta tell you, I mean, I just came from getting Bespin to Mando, and Snowspeeder Luke has been my favorite. That Mando Luke is damn near sexy. That is a nice.
I might be getting it
Luke
tomorrow if I
Skywalker.
can swing it.
I don't know. Because it's the same head sculpt from both the Bespin and that one, but it looks better in the Mando to me. I don't know. That's just me.
Does your
Does-
Bespin Luke look a little glossy, like sweaty? Just a little bit. Because I think that might be part of
depending
the
on the
difference.
lighting. Maybe the
Yeah,
lighting.
I think
a
that
little
might
bit.
be part of the difference with it.
Yeah. Maybe. You want to compare it real quick? I got them both here, anyways. Let me just
If you
pull them
want.
out. Hold on. I'll be back.
You said.
He says he'll be back. Let's see here. While we're waiting for him,
I thought, wait a second, could it be? And now I know for sure. I just added 2 more guys to my Wolfpack.
ow! It's random.
It's random.
So, yes, we were talking about this earlier. We did get the Dewback and Sand Trooper Sergeant. This is an amazing piece. Dealer, are you ready right now, or
We can talk about the Dewback, please. Let's talk about that first.
talk about the Dewback? Oh, why don't you start us off?
Dewback, you made my day. Yes.
Been
It,
working on that one.
Where the
Nah.
hell are you going to put this? That's the question. Where are you putting it? And are you willing to sacrifice
This thing is like 3
5 figures
feet
for
long.
this?
They're so fucking cool.
Now that's a freak toy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's got everything going for it here. Okay, you guys keep me honest here. I said I'm fatigued with troopers. I said it many times.
Oh, but a sand trooper.
But a sand trooper from the original trilogy on a damn Dewback, just like that, he's back. He's back.
Man.
He's collecting troopers again. That's it, just like that, dude. When we first talked about the possibility of this here, and everybody doubted me and said, "No, there's no way. DLO's no way. Russia guy, there's no way." Everybody was saying there's no way. It came out, so I have to get this because I was the only one in the panel that was ridiculously excited about the potential of this thing here.
What's the price on this? $700?
DeLorean. Just a DeLorean,
or something by itself.
I mean, it is
but
pretty much
together it's
available.
700.
Another DeLorean for me.
I do
No
like
worries.
it though that they're splitting it up for us. You can get the Dewback, you can
Yep.
get the Trooper separate, which is nice too. So, and I mean, who doesn't want a weathered Trooper as well? Again, from the original trilogy, this is, and it's even got like the black line up here, you know, above like that specific look to that A New Hope Sand Trooper. It's going to be pretty cool.
which I already own. So I mean, here's the tricky part for me. Since I own the original Sand Trooper, I mean, do I get two? Do I get 2 Dewbacks? Because I can buy a Dewback separately and then put my Sand Trooper on there, and then get this set here. Now it sounds crazy coming from me because I'm always saying, guys, no, you know, be careful, blah, 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 blah. But you see, even I can just fall into like love with something that like I never thought.
Well, yeah, you're Gideon like
wanted
you
or
were
needed
with the
there.
DeLorean. You're getting
And
Gideon
look how
again,
happy
like
that you see, like DLO tells you the
$1 million
truth.
smile.
I don't BS. Like if I like something, I really freaking like it. And this is not a like,
Like a
ladies and
gun.
gentlemen. I gotta have it. I gotta have this one. So where am I gonna put it? I don't know. I might have to buy a house and to sell this one and get a bigger house. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find
Rick
a way.
can put it right above his DTOFs. He's got room right there.
That's
Crash
true.
them down.
But I mean, the detail's cool. You got like the furs here, the
I love that.
pouches. I love how you got the blaster tucked in here and the rolled up sleep sack type of thing. The blaster here looks great, but the weathering on the Sand Trooper is phenomenal too.
Beautiful.
There is the original Sand Trooper at that Freak Toys tomorrow. That's gonna be tempting too. So
Oh, really?
It's gonna be dangerous if I stop in there.
I don't buy that one though. Don't buy that one there. It's a great figure, but it's a little bit older. I wouldn't be surprised because you see in one of the photos here that there's one in there. I wouldn't be surprised if one gets announced.
I just wish the pauldron here was orange.
Well, I mean, that's the thing though. Like this is an unreleased trooper, so to do that, you would kind of cut off your legs here because people who already have the Sand Trooper may not want to get the set because they already have that, even though they do see an option to sell it separately. They did the smart thing. It's pretty much the original Sand Trooper with a different pauldron, and it makes sense chronologically because that they were both a white and an orange one in that scene. So yeah, give the people the one they don't have, and then people who have the orange one will get this too, like me.
Are they making all these plastic now? They're not that pleather material anymore. Did they go to plastic on these?
Well, plastic was done for the Clone Wars troopers, so I don't know. These still look like the original ones to me.
Yeah, that doesn't look plastic, but
because we're the new the Mando troopers. Were those plastic? Anybody out there know?
No, they were pleather.
They were pleather. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they maybe fixed it by going molded plastic, but I guess not. This is a great look. They're showing off that Sand Trooper, that first one right here.
That's my personal Sand Trooper they took. Put it there for that picture.
I don't know, man. That's gonna be tough for me to pass up if it's a good price. If it's $350, probably ain't gonna happen for a trooper. But damn.
But you know what though? I don't want to look past this here because I'm very, very excited to do back in case you guys don't realize that by now. But you know what this gets me excited for? Because you know what I also said on that episode of Wolfpack Wednesday? I got to look at what was it, episode 10 maybe or 11. Check it out. You guys can watch it again. Hit the like while you're there. I think, cheap plug. You like that? I think a Tauntaun will happen now. Now I believe a Tauntaun will happen because we talked about that. We were talking about
Tauntaun?
Yeah, a Tauntaun. I think a
Oh yeah,
Tauntaun will happen.
Tauntaun's gonna happen.
That would be 100% coming home. There's
That's
no
the thing, though.
willpower
This
against that.
this
We
is the big
support
test. How this sells.
Exactly, Breaker. We support this one right here.
Yep.
I will go on and say the Tauntaun will be next there. It will definitely go down. And with a Tauntaun means, guess what? You get another loot, baby. Let's go. Number 14 coming home. So
Get another Han. Yep.
Oh man, I wish. But
DLO,
yeah,
you don't have the tumbler yet, right?
I do not. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it.
You'd rather have this over a tumbler?
Well, no. I'm gonna get the 89, and that's gonna be my definitive Batmobile in the collection here, because I think that really is the most iconic one. If anyone you get, that's the one you get. So, I've seen your cases with the tumbler. It looks great and all, but it just, I don't know. If I'm gonna get a vehicle for Batman, I'm gonna get the 89 Batmobile for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I'll do is, I got an idea already. So I'm going to put the 89 where the DeLorean is, move the DeLorean to another spot, maybe right next to my new Dewback. And then what I'll do is I'll put the 89 Batmobile here. And the center will be like the Dark Knight trilogy area. And what I'll do is I'll buy the Bat Pod, because that goes on sale a lot. And I'll have one vehicle for that. And then I'll have like my Justice League / Snyder Cut stuff all down the other side. It's going to look nice together.
It's going to be nice. Brick, any interest in this? I mean, I know you're kind of just starting into Star Wars, so like, is this kind of priority for you, or?
It's not priority. I will say it looks amazing. I'll give all the love to it, but definitely not coming home. Unfortunately, it's right now without the basement being done. Don't have the space for it. I mean, yeah, I can keep it in the box for now, but with so much coming, I'm not even gonna act like I can afford this right now. So, not coming home. But I'm really excited for those who are getting it, and hopefully it does sell well, so I can eventually get the Tauntaun when that comes out, because I will be finding a way to get that.
You put one on each side of the end of the driveway. Ballin'.
It's my version of the Garden Gnome.
Well, Payton's got this 100%. It's nice to see Hot Toys giving OT love again. There's still so much they can do, and I know Disney's all about the new stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, hell, even the prequels, there's so much they can still do. But OT is what this whole thing is built on, and there's still like so many OT fans out there, young and old. So it's really great seeing this coming out. And vehicles are really tough to do with Star Wars. They're just too massive. So, Luke's land speeder would be great. Dewbacks, Tauntauns, they can do stuff. They just gotta put it out, and they're rolling the dice here. So yeah, we got to support this if we want, more to come. And I think we will. Right. I think us as a community are going to be excited about this. And Sneaker asked if we think this will go waitlist. Maybe one or the other does.
I say will. I simply say will, just because I feel like there's been such a course correction with so much with Hot Toys lately. And I just think of the Blurg, and I just saw the Blurg go up on the daily deal this past week. And it's just like, that's it. That's a sign. It's a miss for Hot Toys and Sideshow. So I think Sideshow would be hesitant to ask Hot Toys to order a gazillion of these bad boys in fear that it'll sit, because there's just so many.
I think what they should do as a market tool is have less of the Dewbacks in a single purchase. Let those go on waitlist quickly, and then the only way you can get it is get the 2-packs when the $700. So we'll see.
This is interesting because I was out of the state, so I didn't really look at these too close. So is the mouth going to be able to articulate, close and shut? I'm assuming.
I saw a photo. I think it might be interchangeable there, because I saw one on display where it was exactly how the one with the white pauldron is sit, and there was another one where it just showed the head sculpt that's closed mouth like this.
Same thing with the right paw, the right front paw. You think that's going to be interchangeable?
Yeah, that was there too. So I think it is. Yeah.
But only the deluxe one has that, right, or something. Has the right paw.
I can tell you.
Interchange. One you
I didn't
can't.
look too deep because I'm buying it and I don't care.
Well, and that's a great idea, because I know Mike Litteris was a little leery because he wants multiples and he didn't want them all looking the same, like the exact same. So how smart by Hot Toys to throw in a different paw so that you can have different looks. One, mouth closed, mouth open, Because it's almost like now, hey, you get 2 and you can make them look damn near totally different, like 2 different Dewbacks. Really smart marketing on their part to make you more likely to get 2 instead of having 2 that look the exact same. So that's really smart. I like that idea. They're cool. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't know if at this point I can sacrifice that much space. But I'm glad one of us is getting it.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Unboxing. Let's go.
Let's see.
One man unboxing. Used to be
interchangeable parts.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it comes with the lower jaw piece that is interchangeable.
Got him.
Along with the leg. Okay, so yeah, he says only the deluxe Dewback single pack and the deluxe 2-pack will have those pieces. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, this is pretty sweet, guys. I do wish I could get it.
It's a work of art.
It is.
But if I don't, I'm at least going to get the Trooper. If I can't get anything else, I'm getting the Trooper because the Sand Trooper means a lot to me. I'd love the orange pauldron, but I'll get this if I can't get the other one, and that'll be a good consolation. I just don't know if I can fit the whole piece.
I mean, that's totally fine if you can get what you can get. I mean, that like don't feel like obligated to do it. I mean, I agree. If you don't feel like you have adequate space to feel like you can do it justice, or it'll take up too much from your collection blueprint of what you have place ideas for your figures, then don't do it. I mean, I'm dumb. I'm gonna find a way because I really, really want this, and I've got tons of Star Wars. So I'm like, what the hell? I'll get some more. But I mean, the Trooper is no slouch either. It's a beautifully well done Trooper. So I mean, imagine. I mean, for somebody who may have like a Ben Kenobi, for example, this is gonna look so good standing next to Ben Kenobi and a New Hope, Luke Skywalker. You know, so yeah, I think if you're tight on space or not comfortable with that kind of money, there's nothing wrong with just picking up the Trooper because the Trooper is excellent.
He just looks so good perched up there. You know,
iconic. I know.
Iconic. All right, let's talk about some other stuff that we missed. So we had.
Did you want me to show you these while I pull these?
Yeah.
I forgot about this here. So look.
Yeah.
All right. So here they are, boys. Sorry, I had to put it. Actually, Ahsoka looks kind of clean back there behind the boys. But here, I gotta kind of have my Luke here. I just took him from like a nice little stance over here fighting Vader. I took out the Empire Strikes Back. Hold on, let me get.
Come on now.
Focus.
Come on now.
Come on, baby.
I wanna. Don't leave, everybody. We'll focus it.
No, spotlight's on me. Sorry, I was born with it. I can't do anything about this. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Oh man, come on. All right, screw it. We'll just.
Right.
I'll point that other Luke here. There you go. Or not.
Oh yeah. Point.
Here's him. From the distance. You look good. I like him a lot.
Good pose. I like the pose.
Oh yeah,
that's an awesome pose.
Just simple, clean. Just
dude, look at that base you got.
Bro. Oh, you like these? Shout out to my boy Stony Stands. Everybody, before you start asking me, also know AKA Blue Laser Ridge is now what he's called on Facebook. If he's on Instagram, you found him on Instagram, it's called Stony Stands. These bad boys. But yeah, he looks powerful, dude. That's this is like OP Luke right here. It's
just one thing.
Ripping out some Dark Troopers, man.
Yeah,
one thing.
All right, let me see.
CCFL Saber.
Feel bad for Bestman. He's getting no love here. Come on, in focus. There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Great figure too, guys. Even if it is clean.
Oh God.
Hold on. He's all right. He is all right. There you go. I mean, really good figure. I mean, needs to be weathered. I'm
not have to take that Qui-Gon pose up there.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going for when
I call
my
that
lightsaber finally comes in.
The baseball swing pose. There you go. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think here? Mando Luke? Guys in the chat, if you want to comment too. Mando Luke?
If I had to choose, Mando Luke. I like the Mando Luke a lot.
Bespin Luke there.
I think I'd pick Bespin just because I know it's from the original trilogy.
Right.
And it might not be fair, but that's I don't know. To me, it just means more to me. I don't know.
No, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
It's
But
still
for-
Luke, but I
if-
don't know. Something about
Let's say,
the-
hold on, but because you got a good point here. That's what a lot of people are going to say. Well, it's Bespin. Yeah, no, I get it. But take away history, right? Take away the history
Right.
of the character in this here, where we're just looking strictly on who looks more badass as a figure, Bespin, or
What, it's hands down.
Mando.
But damn, look at that CCFL lightsaber. Oh, you gotta add those.
I mean, you buy me one, I'll try it out, and then I'll buy
Mm,
myself
can't do
more. But like, I
do
need a
that.
free sample. Like,
I'd bring him over, but he's all wired in now, so I can't even do that.
I don't know. I like them both, but I think I get the edge to Mando.
Brick.
Yeah.
Black Panther released last
Yeah.
week.
Testing. Okay, it works.
I need a
Moff
Black
Gideon.
Panther.
We've talked a lot about Star Wars, quarter scale. Anything else you want to talk about before the night's over? Anything in the chat otherwise that you guys want to ask or talk about while we're here, while we're hanging out?
I feel bad. We should definitely talk about Black Panther. I mean, we gave
Yeah,
Marvel
I was gonna
no
say.
love. Poor Brick
right.
over here. He looks so sad. I'm teasing, bud.
So
you want to get them?
probably not. I have the Civil War. And I'm pretty good with that, but there's more differences in this than I thought upon seeing it for the first time when it was announced, even in the suit. But you guys go first. What are you getting it? What do you think? DLO, you have a Black Panther?
I do not. I had one. I had the Black Panther in the other suit, the one that came with the
Solo
head
movie?
sculpt.
Okay.
For the solo movie, yeah, I had that one. It was okay. I just I just didn't really like it that much, and I'll admit it. After, unfortunately, when Chadwick Boseman passed away, I saw the price go up, and I said, I'm just gonna sell it because I thought I was gonna get rid of Marvel at the time.
Sure.
Plus, I really wanted the Civil War suit because, in my opinion, I think that was the best looking suit he wore. I don't know. I felt like a
I agree.
downgrade. I felt like it was a downgrade coming from the other suit. It just seemed like a leotard almost. There's just spandexy kind of suit. This one's way more menacing, and I was actually, ironically, I was looking actively for the Civil War one, and then this one was announced. And I was like, oh, well, there you go, problem solved. It comes with the head sculpt that I had that I liked. This one looks like, I guess this is a different head sculpt. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be the same exact one, but it turns out it's actually a different head sculpt. Go figure. But I just like the way they fixed the proportions on it. I didn't even know the proportions bad. I thought the first original one was fantastic.
Oh,
I
I
had
love
no
the
complaints about it.
Meteor,
The-
bigger. I feel
Yeah.
like I can't see 100%, but I feel like there's more texture to this suit than the
There
other one.
is.
And then the
It's-
neckline
yeah.
is thinner.
His
than the
suit
Civil
textures
War.
are a lot more more elevated than they are here. There's like a lot more indentation in there. It's really classily done the way they did there. It's actually, it could have been a cheap reissue, but it turned out to be phenomenally well. It's a brand new figure there, so yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna pick it up here. Don't know where we're gonna pick it up because it's sold out on Sideshow, but
Head sculpt's nice.
if anybody can put me
Toys Buying Agent has it.
oh my gosh, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. I support our companies over here over on my side. But
this
anybody wants to
one-
point me in the direction one, let me know. I'm looking for one.
This
I
one's
did.
coming
You
home.
laughed at me.
Eventually. Didn't pre-order it, but this one's coming home. I gotta find a way.
Let's see. You guys Brooke, give me your thoughts. What do you like about it?
I mean, you kind of brought it up. I feel like the proportions on this is A plus, and then I love how there's more depth in the suit. I mean, it's badass. I wish I had a Black Panther. Unfortunately, I do not. What's the Civil War going for right now? Usually,
It is tanking in price. You can get it
Hanging
for
hard. I think I saw 180.
225.
I saw one for
225.
180.
Here's one
So,
for
I mean-
230, 250. I was lucky when I got
find
mine
one of
for free.
these. Yeah, if I can't find one of these for a decent price, then I might just go for that. But I definitely need a Black Panther. I mean, even look at the hands. It just
Right.
looks so detailed and the texture and just everything about it. Man,
I was going to tell you that too. Like, even if you can't find this specific one, what this has done to the market on the other two, it has tanked the other two.
Yeah.
So now you can easily get those. Civil War doesn't come with much, but I like that figure. But then like D'Lo, you probably remember when the Solo movie was like going for $500,
Mm-hmm.
and then this
Yeah.
got announced, and now you can find that for $275 free shipping.
Yeah, I had I sold the Black Panther, and I sold the throne. I had the Wakandan throne as well too. Awesome little setup there. And man, I mean, I kind of feel bad in hindsight, kind of saying this here, but I made like about $800 on that.
Jeez.
But those were the days. Now, poor Jazzy over here. Look at his comment. I hate this release because I bought my Civil War one for around $450. That's tough, man. But
Ooh.
It happens.
as long as you're keeping the figure, it doesn't matter what you paid for, brother.
It's true.
You know?
It's true. It's true.
No, like I said, I mean, I paid $3 for it, and at that time, that was a pretty sick deal on the Civil War one.
That was a good deal.
Now, did the other ones come with a cowl that you could, have them hold? Kind of like making it look more like that scene from the waterfall.
No, I don't remember seeing that one.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
This one right here, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't have that. The only thing
Yeah,
that's a
that's new.
reuse is what'd you call that? The knife, the dagger that he's holding.
Okay.
Like that's the only thing. Everything else, like the mask, the shield with the spear, that's new.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Civil War just came with like 4 hands, and that was it.
Mm.
No, nothing else.
Yeah, it was pretty bare bones.
All right, I'm looking this up for what you can get this new one for. I just have to do the conversion.
Oh
So,
gosh.
Here we go.
hold on here.
I
can get you this new Black Panther for $330 overseas.
Okay.
That's not bad though. Being that he's waitlisted and can't really find him
at Sideshow. I bet you I can find in front of that. You want to take a little friendly wager on this one here? Can D'Lo find a brand new sold out Sideshow, sold out specifically?
How much time do you have?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Give me, how much time do I have?
A day.
3 days.
A day?
Yeah.
What's
out there on the market right now?
There's no research there. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I got to work
3
tomorrow.
days, D'Lo. 3 days.
Huh? 3 days? I can probably
By
do
the end of
3
the
days.
weekend. By the end of the weekend.
By the end of the weekend? Okay.
I feel like you can do this, but
I know I can.
Yeah.
Because I believe in myself. That's what my mom always
and if
told
you
me.
do,
Always believe in
let me
yourself.
know. And I might get one. We'll see.
Okay. So I'm gonna find one right now. I'm gonna say my prediction, 290 is what I'm gonna find it for.
So you think under 300?
I think under 300. How much you guys want to bet?
Sneaker, if you're still on Evil Sneaker, what's that website you've been using? Either let us know in the chat, or if you don't want people to know, send it to me.
Yeah, just
so I
send
can
it
see if they
privately.
have this privately.
Wait, yeah. Hey, but
This is a new head sculpt from what the Solo movie.
do
came
not
out?
change it. How much are we wagering here?
Oh, how much are we wagering?
How much is the wager? 3 days, 72 hours. I can find it
A
under
bottle of
$300.
bourbon.
Bottle of bourbon?
Sure.
I don't drink anymore, man.
Oh, then the deal's off.
An empty bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, I'll make a nice Christmas light for you.
So if you don't though, what do we get?
Well, why would I even propose what you would get if I don't even know? I'm gonna get an empty bourbon bottle.
I could say the same thing.
$20
I would say bourbon bottle.
$20 each. I bet you guys each $20 each.
Why? Yeah, because we're gonna give you 40, and then you're gonna get it under 300. That's what's gonna happen.
Sounds like you believe in me, and I appreciate that, Brick.
No, I think you can find it for about 290.
I think I can get it for 290. Oh well.
I say what's the Sideshow price on this? Does anybody know?
What was it? Let me look it up real fast. Oh, our gram is faster. Whew. Wait, Pornhub. Where did that pop up? Okay, never mind.
That was the other one. That was Freak Toys.
Right. Freak Toys. What a sick place.
285.
285.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think you'll find it for under 290.
Okay. So if I can get it for 290 or below, I win.
Are we including
Yes.
shipping?
No.
No.
Okay.
This is a civilized bet.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Wait, do I got to find a 285 now? I'm confused. What does that mean?
No, he was just telling me what the price was when I asked.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jazzy.
This accent
I was like,
freaking
don't you
hilarious.
screw me, Jazzy. 290. All right. 290, 72 hours. Okay.
Sure.
Bet on.
So
20 bucks
72 hours
each.
is what? Saturday night. Ads.
I'll buy you a
11.90.
Black Widow, or not Black Widow, Black Panther Lego minifigure. If you can
What's
do
a
that.
Lego?
There you go.
There you go.
Listen, confirm 20 bucks each if I can find it.
Something
yes or no?
that doesn't lose value as fast as some of these hot toys right now.
Okay, and we're
Ouch.
saying in the States. We're saying in the States that you
Sure.
purchase this from.
So I got to
'Cause
find
you,
it in the
you
States
said you
local. No
said you
problem.
have
Yep.
to support your local business,
Sure, why not? 290.
and it's got to be
72
from a retailer, or is this
Okay,
Is that
give me for real, Taylor. That's fine. I'll play by
He's
your
like, I'm
rules.
gonna find a friend.
all right? I'll take the bet.
Oh,
Rick,
man.
are you in?
Yeah,
Right.
minifigure. There
Right.
you go.
Such wusses, man. I gotta pay. Listen, I gotta pay $40 out of my pocket if this happens. You only have to pay 20 each. Bunch of
Yeah.
cheapskates.
I'm all good for just even Pride, so I don't think
Oh,
you could
good.
do it. But
Nah, because I'm gonna use your $20 each when I do this to help offset some of the 290 I'm gonna have to find it for. So, oh well, fine. Bets off. These guys stink.
are you
This
gonna
guy stinks.
buy it, or is it if you can just find it?
I'd
gonna
buy
pick it
it. I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah, I said I want it, so I might as well. If you guys are
Yeah,
gonna give me
I-
$40 after I
Probably
win,
gonna probably go up in value. This is great
I mean,
looking
I'm gonna
figure.
get it for below retail after I win this bet. So it's all good to me. I'm good either way.
All right. Anything else that we have on the
Let's see.
agenda tonight, guys? This was a
Let's
fun
see.
show. We had some good banter back and forth. Anything else you guys want to chat about?
Predictions, announcements. It's been a little
When
while.
do you guys
It's been dry since the Dewback.
when do you guys think the Ahsoka announcements are coming? I think within a week.
I think
be
the
tonight.
Definitely within
thing will
2.
come pretty quick.
I think Sabine will be announced officially tonight. That's what I think.
I was going to say probably tonight.
Yeah, I think that'll be made official. And then, but there's going to be something else dropping too. I feel like there's something on the horizon that we're not talking about either.
Other than Ahsoka.
We
Either-
still
yeah,
haven't gotten
either-
Drax. Still
Right.
waiting on Drax.
that one,
Do you
that
think
one might
do
be
you think
for
we
out.
get more on that Prey figure? Or do you think that's not even coming?
Well, actually, since you brought this, not to change stuff here. So I did something the other day. I told you guys about it in our chat. I decided to check out the wait lists. I've never done wait lists at Sideshow before. I wanted to see what the fuss was about there. And I pretty much put my name in every wait list I was at because this as a test run here. And Sideshow got back to me in less than 8 hours, and I was able to pick up C-3PO from episode 2, and I had a chance to get the original suit Green Goblin with the glider as well within less than 10 hours between that there. So what was interesting was I went in to see if I can do like payments on there. C-3PO I can do payments, but Green Goblin I was not able to do. So I'm thinking, I got a funny feeling that we might get the Green Goblin dropped pretty soon. Because if Sideshow won't let me do the payments on it, there's a good chance it's pretty close on its way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Green Goblin.
Are you getting it? If you're not, I'll pay you.
What do you mean?
If you're not going to get the Green Goblin, you can
he'll
order
take
it
over
for
your
me
pre-order.
and I'll-
Oh no, I didn't order it, but I didn't order it. I ordered C-3PO. I did the C-3PO, but I didn't because I don't do the pre-order
You got
stuff.
24 hours, don't you?
I think it said only like a window of like 3 or 4 hours when I checked it.
Okay.
So I don't think it's there. I can check again if you want, and I'll put it in if it's still there for me. But
Get rid of my
like-
Toys R one.
yeah, but I did C-3PO from episode 2, so I was like, yeah, I might as well because I don't care what the price is. I want that, so I'll
Yeah,
put it
that's
in.
cool. It's cool.
But yeah, I think Green Goblin is pretty close. I got a funny feeling that is announced. Maybe not this week, per the question today, but I think we're gonna hear about that one super fast.
Sure.
Oh boy, I know. Okay,
Ooh.
here we go.
Joker, block him.
I
That's
think
it.
I
I've had
think
enough of your shenanigans.
Lilo should wear an Eagles hat, not a Cowboys hat. Eagles.
I can't take that bet.
Why not just a Packers hat?
I can't.
I want him to wear a Packers hat.
He doesn't hate us enough.
I don't
He's had
hate you
our
guys.
number in big games. Yeah.
We've owned you. That's
Yeah.
right.
You should have a 24-hour window for NRD refund if you cancel. Is
Yeah.
that just in general you're saying?
To be clear, I did
You-
not get
you
the Green
can-
Goblin.
you
If that's what
can-
you're asking.
No, it's if that's a question, you do have a 24-hour window. If that's a statement, then yeah.
I noticed the Ben Affleck Batman from The Flash is almost gone. Do you think this is
Nice.
really low numbers that they're producing, or
It's got to be low numbers because that Batman.
I haven't heard a
looks
lot
like
of people.
hell.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people that like the bike, but not necessarily the
Sure.
Batman. So that's kind of interesting. I wish
It's
there was a way on
shitty Batman,
Sideshow
unfortunately.
to sort this, like with almost gone. I'm just browsing, just BS
Yeah.
in here.
What about you, Brick? Do you see anything possibly in the horizon? Something you want to take a shot at? You think that'll either be releasing soon or possibly announced?
I think you kind of talked about Green Goblin. I think Doc Ock is going to be released soon.
Hmm.
I think that's going to come at least by the beginning of October. Probably at the earliest, latest, probably beginning of November. But I think that's coming within a couple months. Man, something that we haven't really heard of yet. That's kind of, hasn't been teased or anything. I think they're just going to be focused, honestly, on a lot of Ahsoka stuff these next few weeks. I can't think of anything else that would trump that right now.
Just to kind of add on to Jazzy mentioned kind of jokingly said the OP skulls from the Secret Invasion. I can see a Nick Fury announcement.
Sure.
That no one's asking for, but I can see that being something. That
Okay.
seems like their MO if they wanted to release something from that line.
Sure.
I'm hoping this Batman comes out soon, but I still think it's a little ways out. But
Yeah.
I broke down and I did pre-order it because I can't risk missing out. I know it's just Sideshow, but I also don't want to pay inflated prices. So I secured the deluxe. I'm doing a payment plan on this, and I was still able to do 3 months. So if DLO's thought process is right on that, then this still has some time to come out that they're allowing you to do the payment plans. But I'm glad that I got this, and I'll get it paid off. And then when he comes, and if I can find something else, maybe I'll cancel this. But man, I'm super excited for this Batman figure. Peacemaker's got to be coming out soon too. I mean, that thing
Yeah.
was delayed a month, so you would think. I mean, I think it was supposed to come out in July originally. Then they bumped it to August. Well, August is almost over, so yeah, you would think
Right.
any day now Peacemaker could be coming out.
Well, and we just got Garfield, so I think Toby's coming soon. I mean, I think a lot of the Marvel stuff's going to be popping up.
When
Toby
typically,
just
like,
won wait list.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
we've talked about, when they come out with one franchise, they usually go to another. So typically, they won't
Sure.
release another Marvel yet. It'll go to either Star Wars or DC. So, if that holds true, then who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Only God knows. Scout Trooper Commander's almost gone. Again, this is just sideshow, folks. So
Mm-hmm.
just keep that in mind. Black
Grain of
Panther.
salt.
I did like this figure a lot when she was announced, but unfortunately, I really didn't like the movie. So that was kind of a buzzkill for me. D'Lo, would you get this one?
Nope.
Doesn't this look cool though? Ah, that looks cool.
Oh, she looks badass, but
Yeah.
I don't need her.
The movie just
I was
it
not a
didn't
fan
hit.
of Woke Panther 2.
Yeah, it didn't hit for me.
It reminded me too much of Avatar with them coming up in the water, and I was like, what is this? Way of the Water again? Because I saw it later. So
Now,
I think this came out first.
I think
don't remember.
Namor was good though. That villain in the movie, Namor, I thought he was pretty badass.
He's cool.
But no figure for him. That'd be a nice one to have if you're a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Now that the dust has kind of settled on Supergirl, are you guys both still in on this one? Now that
Oh,
some
hell yeah.
time's passed, it's cool. You still good?
Yep. 100%.
Crossing
here.
my fingers, the face gets fixed. But yeah, still getting it.
Yep.
I did pre-order this one as well, and I'm excited about it because it's just something different for the collection. Catwoman's got to be coming out somewhat soon, but she was delayed all the way to November, January.
That's crazy because
It's crazy because they've made her already.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Because has she been delayed twice or once?
Twice.
So
It's
what
been
is going
twice.
on? I don't get it. Are they
It could
having
be-
problems with the suit?
No, I think it's pushed back priority wise. I don't think it has anything to do with the figure. I think priority wise, other figures are getting ahead of her.
Yeah.
Because this is definitely one I want too.
I mean, No Way Home. I mean, I'm not a homer for No Way Home, but I mean, No Way Home's been a minute too, and he needs to start dropping those figures pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
we
what I
never
think
even got an
you're
update
right
for the
about.
Doc Ock head sculpt. Like work in progress. You thought you'd get something.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on that. But here you can see the Batman is almost gone. This Wanda.
The Scarlet Witch, yeah.
Yeah, she's been sitting for a while too. August to December. Has she been delayed, or is that her original?
I think
I
that's
think that's
her
still the original. Yeah, it's the
Right, so
original.
she's just kind of. It just feels like it's been forever with that.
Yeah, she's chilling. WandaVision's doing perfectly fine. There's a lot of kit bashing going on.
Yeah, lots of good kid passion. I still want this Nebula. Just not going to pre-order it. Rob, is this the Thor you're looking to get?
If I were to get a Thor, that's the one I'd get. The newer one, it's not my favorite movie, but I love the armor.
You like the golden arms? I think that's
love it, man.
I
like
hate,
it.
That's the only thing I like the figure, but the golden arms.
I
Just
think,
mess it up
the
for
head
me.
sculpt is
swap them out.
awesome. I like it.
It looks better.
I like it.
that.
I like it better. I like it better than any other Thor they have out right now.
The
I
head
wish they
sculpt
would.
is
I wish.
gorgeous.
I wish they would do a new one of his original movie, but that's not going to happen. At least not anytime soon.
Helmet on or helmet off, Rob?
Off.
Payne says the Mark III 2.0 should be coming up before long. Great. That
That'd be
was one I
nice.
kind of wanted to, so that sucks.
Now we know why they won't take my $20 a piece bet. There's so many figures.
Tight
I need
asses.
those $20, DLO. I need those.
That's a percentage. Batmobile.
That's
Dude,
going on.
DeLorean
How's
came
there
out
so
in
much pre-order?
January.
What
And
did we
it's
do?
still
We did the unboxing 2 months ago now? Has it been just about?
been that long. Yeah, it's been a minute. Like, what is going on with this
You guys
DeLorean?
literally went back to the future to get your DeLorean. It's not even out.
Yeah.
Haha.
That's terrible.
It's all right. Yeah, we all get one.
I try.
Hey,
Oh, and then
just
we get
did
to the
in chat.
graveyard.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
we're all graveyard.
Coming
Jude
soon.
Law. Oh, freaking
Oh,
dude,
Indiana
Indy.
Jones.
What is going on with Indy?
That's
I heard
crazy.
I heard about the lawsuit nonsense. That can't be holding us back. That's ridiculous.
Just for a bag? Come
For
on.
a bag, a satchel.
That's
satchel.
Yeah.
It's a
You
man.
think you think Hawkeye ever comes out?
The longer it goes, I don't know why
Yeah.
it would. You know,
I mean, at this point, yeah, who cares, right?
I mean,
the
you
fact
never
that
the
no
weird
one cares about Hawkeye anymore is kind of like.
Yeah.
I think it's such a small percentage that
Look,
want
weirder
what's her name
stuff
and-
have happened. I mean, I always
Right.
think back to Cable from Deadpool 2, and Deadpool 2 has been like
Hmm.
out 6 or 7 years by now. It's been that long, and Cable was released like maybe 3 years, 4 years after the movie. When it was all said and done.
I have something that I think will be announced within a couple of weeks.
Talk to me, man. What's
Blue
up?
Beetle.
Interesting. I forgot all about that already.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I heard the movie was good. I heard the movie was
Dude,
good.
it was fun. It was
think it was
fun.
good.
It deserves a figure. It was a good movie. A lot of fun.
It's got my dude from Cobra Kai, so I gotta watch
Dude,
that.
Cobra
movie.
Kai never dies. Let's go.
Sweep the knee.
Let's check in with the chat here a little bit. Joker says, I'm getting that Thor because of the helmet, but getting rid of those plastic lightning effects.
Yeah, I agree.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I've been debating on getting this Thor or the Infinity War version.
I like the Infinity War one.
I like that too. I think obviously it's an older figure, so paint apps and everything is probably going to be a lot better on this new one, but there's nothing wrong with that Infinity War Thor.
I might pick up the head sculpt and put it on the Infinity
Dude,
War.
that
How
head
about
sculpt
that?
is-
Ultimate Thor right there. Boom.
F in the chat for the yard. RIP. Some things make it out, but not too many. We got a super chat from X-Man Supreme. What is
Right.
going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. He says Lebowski Thor and hashtag Wong. Thank you so much. Screw it. Let's give him the
So,
chat.
you've decided to step up to the plate and support the channel. On behalf of the Jedi Knights Watch, we want to say thank you so much for your contribution. Not only will it help us to improve the channel, give you great quality and entertainment, but it'll also help us take over the world. This one's for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, my friend. I really do appreciate that. It's very, very nice.
You know what's kind of crazy too is when you look at the way that Hot Toys, when these movies, you saw these trailers and all of a sudden they're announcing these figures right away. So now then the movie sucks or it doesn't do well, and then it kind of screws up Hot Toys, right? So maybe that's why they're taking a while with this Blue Beetle figure. They're not putting him out, or maybe because he's so unique and different. That might be a thing too, but it kind of seeing a little difference here where they give it a minute. So, a couple weeks.
Right.
Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if things start moving along here. I mean, we don't talk about like what happens outside of the collection hobby very often there, but I mean, the actor strike that's going on right now, that's a big deal, and that's supposed to be a lot of TV shows and movies. I mean, there's gonna be a time if this stuff continues to go on, like Hot Toys is gonna catch up. They're gonna catch up to all this stuff there, and they're gonna start dropping stuff, and then they're gonna need to figure out. Yeah, but no, that's no. That we don't get a chance to breathe. We'll get more stuff.
Yeah,
but like Hot Toys are going to be like, okay, well, there's no new shows to produce. There's no this that we are contractually obligated to make. We can see.
That's when we get Terminator and all that.
Oh my God! Imagine if that was the case. Man. I don't see that one happening. But you know what I can see happening, Brick, and I think you'll be excited about this. 2.0s of popular figures.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking like for a guy like Brick, because you mentioned Thor from his original movie. Maybe not Thor from the original movie, but you know what you might get a swing at? 2.0s of the original Avengers. I can see that. Because we already got the Mark 7. We got 2012 Cap from Endgame. Yeah. So you got a couple of them already out there to grab.
Oh, yeah.
And finish out the line.
Be cool.
Same.
Man.
Couple Star Wars, maybe a few Batman. Batman's already starting to get some 2.0s there. You've seen 89 getting done again. So keep an eye on this strike here, guys. If this strike keeps going on, there's a good chance that you're going to see a lot of your figures drop and a lot of 2.0s. Believe that.
Believe that. You know what's crazy is the Ant-Man ones are waitlist.
Yeah, I think they didn't take any chance with that. I mean, they sat on the part 2 ones for so long. I think they're still there. I don't know. I could be wrong, but they were like, I think it was just like, well, Marvel are getting like shorter runs than they were back then. They're just like not doing as well, so they're not pushing as many units. So they're chopping those.
Anybody have that Electro pre-ordered?
No.
It's one I wish I would grab.
Still debating if I want it though. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm still debating. Like it's just like I'm glad he's not blue anymore, but I don't know if they're sure if this is that much of an upgrade in looks for me.
Glad I got my Mantis.
Yeah. I want that RoboCop. Damn it.
Question. I know how the waitlist works, but when it's, let's just say, I'm gonna get to a good example here. Okay, Thanos been out for a while, right? And he's on waitlist. So does this mean that there's still people with an order that they haven't paid off yet, and then if they decide to cancel, you know, they pick somebody from the waitlist to go on? Is that correct?
Or maybe like a layaway thing.
To take, yeah, like if it's on layaway.
Nobody
right?
knows. There's some figures that are like, because I've thought about that too, like maybe they're on a payment plan and stuff like that.
Right.
But I've seen figures that have been waitlisted for damn near years still on this
That's what
website.
I don't get. Yeah, because like you must have some in stock, but like this thing's been out for so long, who's really still trying to pay it off?
They never go to.
Sure.
Sometimes they never even go to waitlist full. They just stay open forever.
Right.
And then eventually they just get taken off the site. So I just think it just might
Maybe
be.
they just don't ever update it.
Gimmick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
maybe
think they probably don't.
Well, same with that Whiplash. Right?
Yeah, I mean, and back in the day, I know it used to be like if you got on waitlist, it was a small percentage that you would ever even convert. Like, and now it's definitely gotten to a higher percentage. But my question was like with these older figures is like, is somebody really still have that on layaway, or you know, how's that actually working? So that was my question. Didn't know if anybody knew.
Nobody does. Not even Sideshow. That's why they keep pulling out freaking grails on their damn Sideshow cons all the time for figures that
it's
like
almost warehouse find.
warehouse find. No, that was a waitlist open. You douches wouldn't let me buy.
I've been on this waitlist for a while.
Yep.
Haven't
Nice.
converted. Are you getting this, Dilo?
I'll get this one for sure.
I
need
know
a
Brick,
RoboCop.
you're in the market.
I want it.
I'm gonna go one or two ways because you know what, RoboCop 3 isn't like my favorite RoboCop.
No,
Probably my least favorite.
least favorite. Yep.
But I'm either gonna get this one, or if someone decides they want to sell their RoboCop with chair, I'll pick up either one of those.
I know Hawk has one.
I want the
Yeah.
2-pack though. I really want the Alex Murphy and Battle Damage 2-pack.
Oh,
That would
man.
good pack.
That's my
That would-
dream set right there.
that would be. I wouldn't need any. Like I wouldn't feel the need to like have to get another RoboCop. I like the Battle Damage a lot. That's like badass to me. So yeah, the 2-pack would be phenomenal, but you know, that'll probably never happen. But I can probably find the chair for a reasonable price when this one comes out, because you know someone's gonna want to sell it and get this one there, or I might just pick this one up. So, but we'll see.
Jazzy says, "Who's the record holder right now for the longest pre-order?" Used to be Wanda.
Used to be.
I know
Wanda.
Miles was long for a while, before her. Miles Morales.
Loki was the longest.
Loki from Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think.
Let's see. Let's go back into our database.
What
guys.
about non-releases right now that haven't been released? Is that what he's asking? or-
Yeah, that's what he's asking. So it's been on pre-order for like 2 years or something. I think Catwoman's Selena Kyle is probably on one of the longest ones because that was 2021 when that went up for pre-order.
Let's see. I'm thinking Kate Bishop is probably one as well too. I'd imagine.
Yeah, that would be 2
That's up
years
there.
this year coming up.
That's up there. Let's see. Let's go through my
Because
trusted
that
database.
show came out when No Way Home came out.
Yeah,
Around that
that's
time.
right. Actually, I think it came out before, didn't it? No, maybe not.
Well, I
Maybe
remember the finale, I think, was around the time that No Way Home came out, because there's like a scene at the end of the show where people were kind of expecting when Spider-Man's swinging around that you would kind of see him. There was like a rumor, it never happened.
Let me see.
On my nifty chart, Catwoman came out was announced on 12/7 of 21. So that one's closing in on 2 years, but not quite.
Let's see.
What about Peacemaker?
Peacemaker 2/24/22.
Okay.
I feel like Valkyrie came out a while ago, but like nobody talks about her.
She's awesome. I'm gonna get her.
Gilgamesh, I feel like came out forever ago.
I think Tactical Suit Batman's up there from Snyder Cut. That one's been out there for a hot minute.
9/15/22.
Oh, 22.
Yeah,
Nice,
so about
nice.
almost a year.
Not
Some of
even.
these seem longer than they really are.
Yeah.
This is another one I've been trying to get on the wait list for, but I'll find a way. I'll find a way.
Let's see here, man. There's so much goodness on this page. This is bad research because now I want to buy more stuff.
I know, right?
Winter
like,
Soldier 2.2 Artisan, hopefully.
Oh, that Bucky with the good hair, huh?
Andrew just said, dude, I just scored a 1/4 scale endoskeleton today. Top 2 grails of all
Oh,
time.
snap.
Kinda
That's
in
awesome.
shock. Congrats,
Wow.
dude.
Wow.
Got his grail.
That's a hell of a
Probably had
score.
patience. Was
Hell
on
of a score.
BST. There you go.
Nice. Good for you, dude. That's a killer one.
Yeah, X-Men, I'm really surprised that both Ant-Man and Wasp are waitlisted. I wonder if they went real low numbers with those because obviously that's the third Ant-Man and the second lot. And the movie, again, wasn't amazing. So
Yeah. The head sculpt was like terrible for part 2. So I think that's honestly
didn't
for
like
collector wise, it's like yeah, no one's gonna want your part 3 version for even crappier movie. Kenobi in
Batman Armory
2024.
with Bruce Wayne is already waitlisted. Damn. That's saying something because, you know, they usually make a good amount of Batman.
Yeah, but that's a big price point for another
True.
like
It's a good point.
Dark Knight Batman, basically. Let's see.
Doc Brown's still sitting in stock.
That Doc Brown's not going there for a while.
They really effed that one up.
You blew it.
Honestly, every time I look at it, I'm just like, that head sculpt just pisses me off.
Yeah, it does. I don't blame you. I'm the same boat. Let's see.
When did the... Okay, so the earliest figures that I have on my chart that I'm like interested in, the earliest one is that Catwoman. Peacemaker's getting up there. The Batman was March of 2022. RoboCop was July. Cad Bane is out now. Iron Man 3, which we're talking about, might be coming soon. That was July of 2022. Kenobi Vader was July.
I'm gonna find my trusty
yeah.
checklist. Give me a second. I'll find it.
Those
I
are
have
the
one
oldest
too.
ones that I have. I'm
Keep
gonna say
going
it's probably got to be that Selena Kyle.
Yeah, I'll find it here for you. Hold on. There's an actual website for this stuff, boys and girls.
Share that with us.
It is hottoysph.com/checklist.
Mad Planet says, so being on the wait list for Miles Morales Special Edition is pointless? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't hurt to be on it, right? But I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Let's see here. Let's see. 2022. No, still quite a few left here.
So I wasn't pre-ordering at the point of Mantis and Peacemaker, and those figures actually got me to pre-order again, and I'm glad I did because, yeah, those went waitlist pretty quick. You guys remember Peacemaker went quick.
Yeah, but remember that wasn't the original Peacemaker, the one that you see
Right.
now. I mean, that was an absolutely shit show of a terrible John Cena, and I was not gonna even touch it. I was like, I don't care how much a fan I am, I'm not buying that. That is trash. And then they updated it, and then it's gone. I'm like, well, fuck me, I guess. Shit, I don't know what to say.
Shit on me.
Yeah, right. Oh my
Where's
gosh,
that from?
Man.
where is it? Let's see. I'm going back to 2021 to see if there's anything.
That's from The Crow, guys. If anybody hasn't, that's from The Crow.
That's right. It is from The Crow.
The pawn store guy was like, oh, shit on me.
God,
Shit
Lord.
on me.
Dang. I'm going back. I think they're actually not that far behind as much as I thought.
No,
they
they're
were
really
gonna
not.
be.
I really think, I mean, Scarlet Witch feels like the longest, probably because it's the second one. But Bane's got to be kind of coming up on a little bit here.
I mean,
No,
for a
Bane-
while, the oldest ones, not to cut you off,
Yeah, go ahead.
at the point was the Hot Toys Back to the Future, Marty McFly and Doc Brown. That was
Yeah.
just recently done. So
Yep.
that's what I'm seeing. That was oldest here back as far as 2021.
Mm-hmm.
But if I keep going up,
And
since
Bane
then.
was January of 2023, so it feels like longer ago, but it's really not.
Okay, so as far as this is concerned, because the Mark IV gantry was just released now, correct? The quarter scale one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean that came out recently. So as it stands right now, it seems like you're correct. Selena Kyle, it now, according to this list, because I'm looking at everything now, is in fact the oldest figure.
And
at
it
the
hasn't even
moment.
hit 2 years yet, so it's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we want these things out in a year to, well, a year really. Year
Yeah.
and 3 months tops, but like once you get to a year and a half, it's starting to get, it's a long wait.
I mean, it was kind of getting common for a while. I mean, first parts of COVID, a lot of these figures were delayed way longer. But I mean, kudos to Hot Toys. You know, you don't think about it. You don't give them all the kudos in the world sometimes. So you kind of take it for granted just because you have other things to complain about with those guys. I don't blame you. But yeah, I mean, they have caught up to those ginormous lists that I thought they would never get caught up on because they were just announcing 10 figures a week, it felt like at some point.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surreal to see, like, you know, actually we're not that far behind as much as we thought we were there. Really not.
Yeah.
So right now, Selena Kyle definitely holds the title for sure, confirmed. Right after her is actually going to be the Green Goblin, which kind of goes to my point. No, but you remember I said about the waitlist thing? It wouldn't let me do a payment on that bad boy. So I might have some proof to back me up here. This was announced January of 2022.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
That's the second
not
oldest.
far after.
That's the
Well, if
second
it only
oldest.
gave you 3 hours, it might come out tomorrow.
We'll see, folks. But yeah, outside of that, then it's a lot of No Way Home line. Doc Ock was another one. Then it's going to be Peacemaker, then the Batman. So yeah, it's not that far behind as I thought it was.
Yeah, it seems like more figures would be hitting on that 2-year mark. Like even Peacemaker just feels like forever ago, but it's not. And this expected to ship September. So now they're probably still not even going to hit that deadline because it still hasn't been released yet. So it could be released in September, but it doesn't mean you're getting it from Sideshow in September, right? You know, you could be waiting till October, November, because historically Sideshow does not get it right away. And that's the weird thing too, is like we just don't know the rhyme or reason. Like, still remember Doc Brown wasn't even released yet, and I got the email from Sideshow that it was going to be shipping in like 10 to 14 days. And then it released. Released 3 or 4 days later, and I got it pretty quickly. And then you got like Wonder Woman 84, who took forever. You have the DeLorean, and that's probably a little bit different story because you probably had some quality control issues for the DeLorean, but still, it's almost September. That thing came out in January. It still isn't available at Sideshow, so it's crazy. Kind of crazy how that stuff kind of works out. So. All right, guys. Well, hey, we actually made this show a lot longer than I thought we would, and it was a lot of fun just kind of letting, these conversations kind of just accumulate on their own. And it was really good being back with all of you in the chat. You guys tore it up in the chat tonight. The panel, as always, had great conversations and viewpoints, so I appreciate you guys being here each and every week. DLO, I know you're working on a tour. Well, what else is going on in your little area there?
Well, I was supposed to have the tour shot while you were away. That was my homework assignment to me. But
fail.
I got sick. I got pretty sick, so I was pretty much in bed for a couple of days. So yeah, I waited. Then I got some cool stuff in. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, all right,
on a Luke spree.
I did. Not intentionally, but I did. But yeah, it turned out to go pretty well for me here. So I was like, all right, well, now that these bad boys are in, I gotta wait until I unbox them because it would look weird without them in it, I guess. So everything is pretty much done now. I got everything clean and prepped to go. So I'm off tomorrow. So I'll start recording, see how much I get done. And I don't know if I'm efficient. Probably not. But if I am, I'll probably put it out this weekend because I'm clearly not looking for Black Panther under 290 because these guys don't want to wager with me.
I did wager. I'm in.
No, I didn't get the confirmation from both of you. This guy's talking about, I'll give you a Black Panther for something called Legos or whatever the hell that is.
Rick, he ain't gonna find it for under 290. Not in the States.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I still want you to do it. And if you do, I don't know, you can make fun of me or
I do that anyways. That's not enough. It's not enough. I do that for free, and you let me for free. But no, I'm gonna do the collection tour, guys. The collection is looking really, really nice. There's some omissions, some additions, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice to give. I had to, I did my first tour back in April, and I forgot what I had in my collection because it's changed so much since then. I had to go back and rewatch it. As terrible as that sounds, I have to rewatch my own tour just to remember what the hell I had, what I sold, what I put in there new. So there's been a lot of changes, so it's going to be a good one.
Good. Brick,
Good.
what's going on in the Lego Hot Toys world?
Oh man, I had Andrew Garfield come in yesterday. I had Snowspeeder Luke come in today. Got Ahsoka coming in. Excited for that. And building the Daily Bugle Lego set. If you guys don't know what Lego is, it's a big toy company deal. And yeah,
just a whole different language over here.
Blah blah blah. Trying to set up my collection the way I want it to. Like I've done something to these guys into the Spider-Verse a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, but I think I'm starting to get kind of where I want it to be. When you add certain figures like Star Wars now, it's like, well, what the heck do I do with those to go in with Marvel? So got them in the DTOS over there for now, and we'll figure it out.
Very good.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, between a couple of these guys and Evil Sneaker kind of got me venturing back into other Star Wars outside of my normal realm. So I did get Darth Maul and Qui-Gon in, so those guys are there. And Cad Bane should be coming soon. I got the CCFL Luke lightsaber. I might do a quick video on that this week just to get something out there and show you guys more about it, but I really don't think it does it justice on camera and how good it looks. So really, really nice in person. But it's fun being back. I'm glad we're here. So next week we'll be back and we'll be better than ever. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a great night and a great rest of the week. Keep collecting and stay in touch. Until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye. Wait, I haven't done this for a while. I forgot to roll the. End the broadcast.
We're live.
I was going to end the broadcast, and I forgot to do the outro. So it has been that long.
That's
and
awkward.
Goodbye,
Man.